Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Friday, TGIF. We've got a great show for you as we kick off the weekend. Actually, we have a whole weekend of shows for you. It is quite exciting to see what we're going to have on this amazing weekend. It is our last of July. Can you believe it? So we are getting ready for a big Friday and even better Saturday, Sunday. Oh, my goodness. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And we have some spectacular pieces. I'm going to show you why it is so important to be with us from the beginning. In just a couple of moments, I'm going to show you the most gorgeous pendant you've ever seen. If you are independents, be ready. We got a really, and it sounded like I said independence, but into pendants. Let me enunciate properly, like is my job to do. So, but hey, you can be independents and you can also be independent at the same time. So we've got a very, very special piece coming up to start the show. It's going to be one of our best values. That's how we get going. And then, of course, okay, Imperial Topaz. You are, if you're a lover of Imperial, you've got a great taste. You've got maybe a champagne taste, right? But with champagne taste usually becomes, well, a little expensive. There's very few champagnes that are inexpensive. So we've got a stone that is really the champagne of gemstones, but it is on a beer budget tonight. It really is. And no offense to beers. I mean, there's probably some good ones. But this is, I wouldn't know, I don't drink it. But I will tell you right now, we have, I mean, it is TJF, so, you know, don't tell me that someone out there isn't cracking open something really delicious right now as we celebrate the weekend. But what we have is, I mean, I'll tell you, there's Imperial Topaz all the time here. We see them, we love them, but there's all these different shades, and I'm going to bring you the best of the best, and I'm going to bring you an insane value on pieces that have been here before, but hey, they need to find a home. So tonight is that night. They get to find their home. They get to get a great discount. We love that. Also, there's going to be an assortment of jewelry, also deeply discounted. Isn't that what we're doing? Sizzling sales event. It's all about a 10% off, but I think even more importantly, what I get you before that 10% off happens. So we've got new for you. I did bring out the large and the best of the 5 carat 20 diamond tennis bracelet. So if you're waiting on a diamond tennis bracelet, got you covered there. And speaking of diamonds, maybe the most stunning, surprising, shocking piece of the night is actually a huge diamond. There's a 40-point minimum pear-shaped diamond in a pendant with other diamonds as well. And I think they left out the big diamond in the pricing because I have, and I'm not going to say a word about it. We're going to leave that between you and me tonight, okay? We are not going to tell anybody about the values we see on this show tonight because it is a Friday. It's everything practically free. It's amazing value all night long. So we are going to see that pendant. It is a diamond solitaire essentially, but with some extra gold and diamonds. And then we do have a tanzanite. I've got a round and a bridge. And then multicolor. Listen, I think a lot of people love gems. And if you really do love gems, it's so much fun to see them together in assorted styles. We've got the most gorgeous drop pendant and chain. So I'm going to give you the whole necklace, and it's got a little bit of everything. All the big three represented: emeralds, sapphires, rubies, diamonds, and then maybe even something extra for you. So really specialty. And let me give you a hint: if you love those burnished diamond pieces we brought you, well, you're going to love this new pendant tonight. So lots to get to on the show. Golden pearl is here, convertible earrings. It is always, always exciting to be with us on a Friday night. You are in the right place. I hope you can stay with us for the next 3 hours. We've got an incredible lineup, a great show, and a lot to get to. So shall we get started with this pendant? This pendant is something special. I've never seen anything quite like it. It is a combination. We will see that a couple of times tonight where we see unusual stones brought together. And every single one of those stones is valuable and special in its own right. But then you get together. Look at this. That is a cool piece. And we've got 112-8809. Now, you know you can always bring me requests as well. I love that because that just means we're, you know, showing you exactly what you want to see if you make a request, because otherwise I got to guess as to what you might want to see tonight. And I got to tell you, as much as that's a fun guessing game, it's much more fun for you to just tell us what you're looking for on this big Friday night. So here's our platinum piece at 2 carat 34, total weight in tourmalines. We're going to take a little tour of tourmalines because we've got a rubellite and two gorgeous indicolites together in pear shapes. 35 points in diamonds makes that ribbon of a bale, and that's going to be in the platinum only. So we're going to get you 234 in the oval and the pairs. So you got a pair of pairs, one oval. It might not be much in poker, but it's going to be an excellent pendant. We've got 35 points in the diamonds as well, and a few diamonds. Sorry, I'm in a Vegas mood because everyone I know seems to be in Vegas this weekend. I don't know what it is, but I'll tell you, maybe I'm glad I'm not there this weekend. Oh, who am I kidding? I'd love to be there. But here's what we've got. A special piece because it is, listen, a lot of people are on the go traveling for this end of summer here. Well, we are excited to have you with us. And it is, you know, Kathy says it's Friday fun night. I'll take that. I like the alliteration, Kathy. I'm going with Friday fun with freebies. That's the kind of night I'm looking at. So it's not just about the fun. We always have fun. It doesn't matter if it's a boring old Wednesday. if it's a really stale Thursday, we always have fun, right? We have a way to enliven those days that don't get all the credit that Friday nights give. But then on Friday nights, we go club TVON for you. We go clubbing together, and you don't even have to get dressed and leave the house, right? It's all about the values coming to you, and that's what I love. We got rubellite, we got indicolite, we got one piece, and this is huge. Let me show you on the hand so you get an idea. I get to feel it, so I know how big it is. You're probably getting just familiar now with this stunning piece, and let's give you the measurement on it, and then we will see what you think. And yes, there will be a preview of what's coming up this weekend. That safety pin ring is coming up. That stackable safety pin design, but here we go. My backdrop is all over the place. I don't know what's going on. I think my camera's a little off, but there we go. That's going to be an 1.25 inch top to bottom, and again, that fold over design we love of the pave, and then you still get those larger round brilliants scattered around the one side there. You see how they're on the left side. That'll be the right side of your body, but left side of the camera lens here. Let's show it to you on as well so you can see what that'll look like from a distance away, just to give you another size perspective and what it's going to look like on the neckline and how it's going to be that really beautiful and affordable piece of jewelry. Yes, I said affordable. We've got two of the rarer of the tourmaline family together represented in this piece, and yet I will still make it plenty affordable for you. And even with those diamonds, we love that. 35 points, 1.25 inch platinum, I tell you. Put your favorite chain through it, whatever white gold, sterling silver, platinum chain you've got, it's going to work beautifully right through the center and clean on tourmalines there. We got a huge value coming up right now. This one will be, let's take it all the way on down, not $49.99. I don't know why I can't keep it centered. Just too excited on this Friday night. Hey, it's only my Wednesday. Think about that. Yeah, it's a good night to be with us. I'll tell you, we got some really cool values, and I don't like that 5,000. And I definitely don't want to do 4,000. I told you I'm going to show you tonight how important it is on every show to be with us, because I get the pick of the litter here. I could show you any number of tens of thousands of pieces here to start us off, but I want to make sure that we set the tone for the evening and show you what we can do better than anybody. And here we go at $999 for all of that pendant. And if you think that's a $999 pendant, no, it is not. It's just trying to move a piece quickly so we can really just set the tone, get everything gone, get you ready for the big imperial discounts we're going to see throughout the night as well. It is all about the best of the best of the best of the best. So it feels like a banner or a ribbon. It feels like that really kind of celebration of design. And yet, remember, you're taking 10% extra off, so that would be another $100 extra off. So it's only $8.99 to get that stunning rubellite and indicolite combination. And each of those tourmalines, which are a routinely type 3, really included, well, guess what? They're not there. You can see the up close and see how absolutely stunning those stones are right there sitting next to each other. So that'll be $8.99 at checkout. We've got a Cameo. Very rare to see cameos around here. We have brought you a new Cameo, and it's in blues. Instead of the more traditional kind of terracotta colors, we've got a blue in mother of pearl and shell, and you're going to love that. We have turquoise coming up in a necklace as well. I have one of the coolest combinations that's going to feature also combinations of tourmalines, but with the copper bearing, so that'll be exciting as well. But come on in if you like that one. Okay, oh, and also this opal. This, little tiny little speck of a stone here. Look at the size of that. That's a 1093. Warning, warning, it's going to look like a 21 karat on your hand. So if you are into big gems and big jewelry pieces, I know, raise your hand. We can be loud and proud with not only our mouths, but with our jewelry as well. So we've got that one for you. Also, that's a stunner. What do you think? That is an important way to get yourself an opal that's got a crystal opal, but still bringing all the colors, because a lot of times crystal opals just simply do not. They're going to be more basic. There's nothing basic about that lovely stone. So I think that's going to be one of our best for our opal lovers. Actually, let's get you familiar. 8936 is your item number here. It's 10 carats, 93 in the size there. So remember, it's a rule of thumb with the opal world. It is a less dense. So you've got an important stone here that's going to look truly about 21 carats or 22 carats in its size. So this is not a small diminutive gem. And I got to zoom back just to even get the whole thing in the shot here. It's also diamond weight of 63 points. They're going to go all the way around. It's going to be that classic halo design, but if you're looking for opal that gives you more than just a faint little ivory tone, I think that's what most of us are looking for. We want something a little more spectacular than just, oh yeah, it's clear or it's translucent or it's transparent. We want to see something bold, and that's what you have here. Take a look at that from all the angles. How about some green? red, pink, yellow. I always find yellow's the toughest color. Reds, I find reds a lot more often than I do see the yellows. So you get all those colors in this crystal opal stone. 63 points in diamonds. Let me show it to you on. It's in 14 karat gold. I do have to point out, gold is a lot more expensive right now than platinum. Has been for a while now, so keep that in mind. It is a lot more pricey to get you your gold than it is platinum. So I love when we see that, and platinum's still expensive. Don't think that platinum's not an expensive metal. It is. It's just gold happens to be about $2,000 an ounce more. So yeah, platinum's expensive, but gold's a lot more so. So it's nice to see the gold because I don't have to charge you that much money for the gold, the opal, or the 63 points in the diamonds. That's one way to wear it. Of course, let me just pop it on the other way in case you like your pear shapes facing this way. Everyone's got a very strong opinion on that. So there you go. That's how it looks if you want to point that opal away from the hand. You can do that as well. And we've got the option here. Actually, it's going to be white gold, but we're going to have the option to size it for you, whatever size you need. And here's the deal. $79.99 piece. Absolutely. Why wouldn't it be? I don't think there's a better color or color play in opals than what we have right here, right now. And yet you're getting it for less than $79. And if you think we're starting off with some big museum pieces, well, we sure are. It's not going to stop me from bringing these prices down to price tags we love. Things that you can just say, you know what, let me celebrate the weekend in the best way I know how. Here we go. This is how we do it. It is a big, big, big night. And we've got it for, you know what, $19.99 first caller, and then take $200 off. So I basically took that price down by, well, $6,000. Nice savings there because it's a huge opal. That's our largest crystal opal we have. And then you have, well, also the diamonds all the way around it. $17.99 at checkout for you. So that's going to be a 1-and-1 alone. So please dial in on that one. I know it's Friday. Let's party. Let's celebrate. We've got that cameo. We've got turquoise. We've got a beautiful mix of stones. This is a color play that I really love, the greens and the pinks together. And you know what? We've got them all. Everything you could ever want, wish, or hope for. Let me give you a preview. Remember when I said at the beginning of the show there was multiple colors in a piece? We've already seen that. We've seen multiple colors in a pendant. We've seen multiple colors in just this one stone. But then there is this design, which is new, and I'm telling you, that's hot stuff right there. That has got a little bit of, well, all of your big three represented with diamonds in the satin finish, and that is a large scale oval pendant with the chain. We're going to throw that in as well. So that's going to be coming up. It is very limited. Hey, I'll take more than one of anything I can get, but that one has a very limited quantity, so that's going to go very quickly as well. And this is only $17.99. Okay, let me know on that pendant too. And then here's my cameo in case we've got anybody who has a kind of a flair for the vintage in your preference of motif. And again, if you've ever wanted an imperial topaz, tonight is your night. If you know somebody who's ever wanted an imperial topaz, tonight is the night you want to let them know to be with us. Take a look. Because remember, anybody can watch via their phone, their computer, their tablet, even if they don't have the traditional television anymore, right? Because a lot of people don't even have TVs anymore. They stream solely on their electronic devices. So here we go. This is my cameo, and oh, what's happening here? Now you see it, now you don't. What is going on? We've got a convertible style where if you are going to wear that as a pendant, there is a bail. But if you want to wear it as a brooch or a pin, you can wear it that way, and then that bail just tucks right in underneath so that you don't see it and it looks like a brooch. Now this is going to be our cameo 1128813. It is the 18 karat gold yet again. We're talking about 18 karat yellow gold for the most part actually. And there is a beautiful carved cameo that's basically, it's usually in this case an agate when it's blue, and then you have the 2 points in diamonds, but it's also the mother of pearl. You've got some different colors of mother of pearl and chalcedony around it that give it this softness and this glow at the same time. This is all beautifully hand carved. The excerpts on the side, that border is really unique, and that's got different sections. So it's going to be our cameo, 2 points in diamonds and mother of pearl and a little bit of everything, all in a big size, and it is 18 karat gold. Yellow gold actually is the, I know it's tough to tell with all the mixed, it's a mixed media piece, if you will, with the opaque gems and the shell, but you do have a total length here of 1.5 inches in what overall feels like an oval. I do want to show it on here as well, in case you're curious about what that's going to look like on. And here's that lower light. So you're already seeing a lot more that there is to love about the cameo, but not just the cameo itself and the carving, which we'll show you up close, but all of this material around it that has that softer glow. Mother of pearl should have more than just an ivory or white, and you're certainly seeing it there. Lighter pinks, lighter purples, lighter blues, and aquas as well. So we will show it up close. And again, mother of pearl here, convertible pendant or brooch style. And again, here's what it looks like. And you can see the close up, so you see all the details. And there's actually, did you notice it was glowing there a little bit more than just the shell? There's that extra mother of pearl that's actually running through what looks like these, again, this amazing, it's like strands of hair, but it's also part of the design and almost framing the profile beautifully. I'm going to try to zoom that shot back here while I leave you here with this piece, but this is that bail. So again, flip up or down. So I know we've got probably some Cameo lovers out there who are going, when will TVON bring some cameos? Well, here it is. And so there you can see all that 18 karat yellow gold, the pin behind it, and then you've got that bail that either flips up or down depending on how you want to wear it. And that is going to be our lovely piece here. Well, we're going to bring it on down for you. A major value. this is a one only, and don't forget, we have got world-class pieces of jewelry here tonight, already have in our first few minutes. And yet look at that, there's that. Oh, it's actually going to be that, it's like a black mother of pearl really, except you see it's got a blue or purple tint to it, but you still see it glowing. So you've got two different colors of mother of pearl happening around the edge, and then your gold is solid and heavy. And yet let me just go ahead and give you a melt price. If you were to take out all the precious, really rare material of the shells, the gems, you could actually have more in gold than where I'm pricing this at. And of course, there goes that bail. It already wants to tuck behind there, but I just want you to see all the details there. And we'll blow it out. $39.99, forget about it. We've got a better value tonight to take it on down. One caller takes it. Who's it gonna be? And the blues are so striking, but they're soft. It's for all my blue and purple and lavender lovers out there, and yet such exquisite details. And yet I'm gonna make it $999. That's it, $999 plus $899 at checkout. Do you see that extra larger slab of mother of pearl running through the Cameo as well? So that's why it's got that extra sheen that's going to match up with the outside. So it's really just really precious and cool. And again, Cameos are back. I mean, they used to be kind of like, oh yeah, that's what my great grandmother wore, but now it's very fresh and very beautiful to have that. Just think about all the ways you can add it to your wardrobe, from the lapel of a jacket to any way you want to, really. I would love to see this on the scarf of a handbag. We're doing a lot of scarves tied around handbag handles at this point to kind of protect our precious investments, because handbags are more of an investment than ever. And yet a lot of times you need a way to secure those. That'd be beautiful. We're also seeing a lot of bag charms, right? It's like you can't leave the house with just a good handbag anymore. It's got to have like 18 charms hanging from it. And yet this is that beautiful, beautiful look that's kind of a sophisticated way. And there's just a million and one ways you can wear your Cameo / pendant brooch. Okay, so let's move on. Got a lot to show you, but this is going to be an interesting night here. Take a look at this one. This has got some more of that mix. We've got the mix of the colors here. Seeing different colors together, why not? It's two Paribas together this time. The pinky purple of the rubellite, and then you have that green of the, it's a blue-green, but really more green than it is blue as far as the copper bearing, and two pear shapes coming together as like the yin and the yang of these really cool copper bearing stones that we love so much. It's so nice to have, isn't it? Something like this is specialty. It's different. It's bold. It's not something you see every day, and yet that combination is really custom for you. I did right down to the gold. We did the white gold and the rose gold to really pair up well with those colors of stones also. So you've got a really beautiful look either way you go. And we're going to bring it on down, lower price for you than ever before. Loving seeing this one here, but you do not want to wait at all. Please don't wait. That's not a highly advised way to shop. Waiting is not smart. If it was a matter of, let's give you a week to think about it because we've got 1,800 in a warehouse, that's one thing. But when we're talking about item number 9024, and there is only one in the entire inventory like it, and you're getting, here's the deal, we break it down. Normally, I would actually just combine those carat weights. These are two very important stones to where we have to really highlight them individually for you. There's a carat 42 on the one. That's going to be that rubellite pinky purple color, and then it's really more purple than it is red. And then it's got the 120 of the green. That's that blue green, and that's going to be with 7 points in diamonds that are burnished onto either side. 3 of them graduated, looking good there. And we've only got this one, and I know these combination pieces are a little more selective. They're for a little bit more of the couture lover. They're for somebody who definitely is not afraid to go a little outside the box of classic, and this is it. But look how easy it is to wear when it's on the hand, as far as really just, again, it's not an adjustable ring, but it's got that, doesn't quite meet up in the middle. That's the point. That's what gives it the bypass feel. You can see that's 2 copper bearing. Think about it. You are getting 262 overall in your copper bearing Paribas. And that's pretty important. And each one is glowing. And they're October birthstones, by the way. Tourmalines don't get a lot of love as a birthstone, but they are because they share the birthstone month of October with opals. And opals are the more common of what we see of those two birthstones. So when it comes down to opals versus tourmalines, not a lot of people are even aware that if they have a birthday in October, that they have a birthstone option. And it's really ironic, I think, that those two options are available to October birthdays for two reasons. You've got two of the stones that have the more color play than anything else. You have the actual play of color or color play with opals, which gives them a lot of colors, as you saw in that last crystal opal, but you also have tourmalines, which have thousands of identified colors as well. So you have different ways where, my goodness, the world is your oyster, as they say, if you are an October birthday, because you could pick any number of colors of stones and have it be applied to your birthstone. So here we go. This is going to be another look at it here, and we will get a great price to you. It was just yesterday I had a Paribas. It was a smaller stone. It was a 40-pointer. Remember it? It was late last night, just a few hours ago. I had a 40-point Paribas, and it was $19.99. I remember it. It happened. If you don't believe me, you can look it up. It was on the show about, I would say 7:42 maybe in the evening, somewhere around there. But this is really cool because the stones are so much larger. You get two of them, and yet it's the same price, $19.99, just in an effort to move out some jewelry tonight. Let's transfer jewelry from our collection to yours tonight. It really is. It's like a transfer of the collectibles here, and you hardly are paying anything to get it. And if you want a Lightning Ridge black opal, I have a gigantic one as well. I brought out two gigantic opals, one crystal, one black opal for you. We have a new trillion cut mandarin for my trillion gals out there. Don't forget about the Cameo, the crystal opal, that fabulous way we started. That pendant with the tourmalines, that was the rubellite and the indicolites together. We've got golden pearl, and yes, we do, the big diamond deal of the night. There is only one piece that is worthy of, well, there are two top of the hours, of course, because we always have two. We've got our 6 o'clock and our 7 o'clock hours to help you with. But there is one that is unlike anything I've ever seen. If you like pear shapes, look at that. That's going to be our pear-shaped diamond pendant. Wow. So that's a really important stone. That's going to be coming up in as well in our collection. So that's going to be, and it's a light yellow too, which is kind of nice. So we'll have that for you. And then on the way, look at this Lightning Ridge stone. This is a huge stone here. Look at that. Lots of blues and greens. New markdown on that one for you. A really big markdown, actually. So let's get there. Here's that big opal. This is the Lightning Ridge black opal. So this has got that deeper color base, and you can see one of the coolest patterns that I don't think you could have painted any better if you had the oil and the canvas, like the oil paints and the canvas and a brush. I think it'd be tough to make an abstract painting any prettier than that. It's 112-4798, and that is our platinum piece again. This also has a little vintage feel, the way it's done on the side, something lacy and very intricate about the way that side detail is done. You look at the sides here. We've had this on the air a number of times. Today's the day it 100% goes. There's absolutely no option on this one to stay, especially when you see this slab of opal that is a 429. Now, for comparison, these are always tricky stones. So you're always listening to me, or maybe not listening to me, going, I think I've heard that opals look bigger than they weigh. Sometimes they can be really deceiving. Again, this was my 10-karat crystal opal. I don't think that this one looks a whole lot different than the 1093 crystal opal we had. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they don't look like, does this one look half the size of this one? Not really. So it just goes to show you, this one we know looks bigger than what it weighs. This one looks a lot bigger than it weighs. So I just want to make you aware, because when you see it on my hand, that's one thing, but to see it next to that 1093 and see that similar size, you know it's going to look monstrous. And it's a 429 in platinum, ends up looking to the world like a best of the best opal that's in a huge size, maybe like 10 carats itself. And then you've got 35 points in diamonds on the sides. They are pave and bezel, and you've got a lot of detail there. Again, this is also set in platinum, so you see it's a little richer white metal. It has a little different shine than, let's say, a sterling silver, which is very bright, kind of looks a little costumey sometimes because it's so bright, and then white gold, which is rhodium plating, which is really, again, a little bit more of a true medium white metal. This has got a little richer, denser color to it, and you've got that amazing look. I'm just trying it on as a pinky ring because that's where it happens to fit right now, but again, we can size it to whatever you need. And this is a really important style, one that you've probably seen on the air for $79.99. Now it goes a lot lower. Sometimes I like to test the audience a bit. I like to make sure that we are indeed here together, broadcasting to all of your homes and ready to see some of the most incredible values we have ever witnessed in a lifetime of jewelry. And a lot of us have been shopping together with what pretty much feels like a shopper's lifetime, because when did you start shopping for fine jewelry? A lot of us maybe start in our 30s or our 40s or our 50s or our 60s, because it's something that's usually aspirational. My goal is to make the aspirational jewelry something you can have for instant gratification in the moment. Whenever the moment suits you, whenever you find that piece you've got to have, I want to make that price attainable for you so that you're not waiting and missing out to someone else, because that's what usually happens. So if you would like, and I'm getting you set up for a huge value. This is an important stone. It is the best of opals in the world. If you have to pick a place where the very best opals come from, it is Lightning Ridge, Australia. It is for all intents and purposes, mined out. It is something you see normally smaller crystal sizes, which then equate to much smaller carat weights. This is that huge example, that beautiful color, that shining bright, and yet it is going to be so affordable. Better than $79. This is a must-go piece. There are a lot of them tonight. This is our mid-summer, you know, again, it's kind of our, summer's ending, but it's the middle of the year clearance. So it's a semi-annual event where we're just moving jewelry. Everything gets one last chance on the air before it gets melted down. I hope that these pieces, given that they are so important, I hope they can go out to your homes as opposed to being melted down. There was a lot of TLC that went into each and every piece, and we want to make sure they go. But how about this one for $1,999? I've tried it with the big crystal opal. Now we're getting it with the big Lightning Ridge stone, and that would be your way to go, $17.99. And hey, for the sheer fun of it, you're going to take 10% off. That's $200. $200 extra off the price. So I tell you what, if we had a big audience, these pieces would be like, we'd have fights over this kind of jewelry. Instead, you're getting these moments where this is why we're discounting. These are not pieces that traditionally would need to be discounted, but it is summertime. And it is that time of year when there's a lot going on. So this is where you get those really exceptional values. We are truly offering you clearance event pricing on everything we do. If you haven't seen anything we've been doing in these last couple of weeks, well, you've missed out big time, but we still have some of those ideas for you, and we don't shy away from pieces like big tennis bracelets and really important diamond bracelets that have a lot of gold. And our platinum's wonderful, and our tanzanite earring drops are here, and we're going to see the best imperial topaz value you've ever witnessed, ever. So we've got a lot of goodies for you, but that's the one to take advantage of if you are a lover of the fine, and I mean fine opal. So let's get to our next piece, which is actually going to be a chain pendant combination. It's turquoise. Here it is, Sleeping Beauty variety with that little twist. Item number is 8500, and that is Sleeping Beauty turquoise in a 314 size, and it's got 13 points in diamonds that are doing this ribbon around. I love that it's really top and bottom, but it feels like it almost goes behind when it does not. There's your great basket, but it creates that illusion as if the ribbon is almost what's holding the stone in place. And it comes with a chain with diamonds too. So there's extra diamonds in the chain, a couple of bezel sets there. You've got an adjustability from 16, 17, and 18 inches in length, and you've got that chain included so that you're not paying for it. So free chain, if you want to keep it or give it away, you've got essentially two great jewelry pieces in one, and let me show it to you from a distance away, trying to get it centered up among those diamonds here so you can see what that's all about. Now, it does not matter what color you're wearing. Turquoise is always going to work, and there's that lobster claw closure, your different adjustable lengths you have. It looks great, and that's 7/8 of an inch, just under an inch. Let's take a look at it on the neckline as well so you can see it there and really get an idea of how this is going to be looking when it's on your neckline. A perfect year-round gemstone piece, no matter what it is that you're wearing. It really does not matter. What matters is that you're taking advantage of it. Let's go ahead and blow it out for you. It's not going to be anywhere close to that. I know 1777. It was actually, wasn't it this in this event for 1777? Not sure how this one escaped the melt process, but it's going to be a lot better than even $9.99 or $8.88. Or $7.99. Got to take it on down. This is your moment. Happy Friday, one and all. So glad you're with us tonight. I got to say, if there's anything we can show you, find for you, a category, a specific piece, what have you, we would love to do that. Let us bring whatever it is out from the vaults and let me discount it for you. It gives me, there's no greater joy than bringing these discounts in fine jewelry. And you know what? $7.99 is still too much, Tone. We got to go even lower. Let's make it $7.77. Then you take your $77.70 off and get it for $6.99. Chain included, and there are those bezel set diamonds in that chain. So I am done with this piece. I'm not showing it again, but this means it's going out. And I love turquoise. I love turquoise, but when pieces get this affordable where we're having to go backwards to get the price there, well, that just means back of cost. That's what I expect, is for pieces to go so that we don't have to keep them in the inventory and spend the airtime on them, right? Airtime's too expensive to be putting up pieces like this that are going backwards in any kind of cost level and then going over here on the air for like 5, 6, 7 times. That's why we're giving everything one last chance on the air before we go and before we melt it down. So that's really critical there. So please take advantage of that. $6.99. Then we've got new tanzanites. I've got drop earrings, but listen to this, they're rounds. And we do a number of drop earrings with museum reserves, but I don't usually have rounds. Tonight I do. And if you want the ultimate high-level designer earring in your blue wing block Ds, we've got 1072 in round stones. Can't wait. Let's give away a bangle, shall we? This is like my favorite style of bracelet in the whole world, which doesn't matter to anybody, but I will say right now, this is a kind of an ID look without being oversized, because a lot of times when you do the traditional, what we call the ID bracelets in diamonds, the last one I had was $6,500, and that was the problem there. Y'all went, ooh, I'm going crazy for it, but it's almost $7,000, so I gotta wait. So let's change it up. Let's switch it up and do what we do here. Here's that slightly smaller, more petite size that's really wearable and stackable. You put it on with other bracelets or wear it all on its own, whatever you want to do. But it's that great ID style in that there's that bar of the double row. Now it's going to cinch in and kind of create points on either side by the fact that it goes double row to one single stone, and then all that yellow gold. It is flexible to the point that it's really easy on, easy off. And I don't mean a stretch bracelet. We're in fine jewelry, so we don't do stretch bracelets. But we do have this great flexibility where there's memory wire built inside. So what that allows you to do is have this great kind of expanse that it moves, so it can be really easy when you're putting it on and taking it off. So let's take a look at this one, and it's going to be our one only in the yellow gold only. It's 49 points in diamonds right across the top on 7834. Stays in the yellow gold. We have one. So, hey, we'll take it. We've got one and one alone. It's going to open in the back center. So there's a little button right back here. That's where you're going to press down to open it up. And then all of this is essentially hinged. So that's what's going to give it this great movement that you have. So that little bit of that flexibility I was talking about. So it's really an insert closure. So you can see how that just, when you actually have that button pressed down, it pops open. And then you see here, that's that flexibility I'm talking about, where you could actually make it practically a straight line bracelet. And no, I'm not hurting the bracelet. Oh no, don't do that, don't hurt the bracelet. No, it's not hurting at all. That's what that jewelry grade memory wire is all about. So it has that rebound, that flexibility. This just makes it easy. You could put that on if you have a small enough ankle, you could wear it as an anklet. You know, if you have a teeny tiny wrist size, you're going, I really want it to be small, this is gonna work for you, and if you need it to be bigger. Honestly, even if you had a 10-inch wrist, you could wear it, it just wouldn't close. But it's still, because of that kind of bounce back, it can still sit properly on the wrist, even without fastening it. Let me tell you, I don't have that fastened, and I would not be afraid to wear that for the rest of the day, all over town. I could run a marathon, it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. It's going to stay put. So this really is a one size fits all. But if you want to clasp it closed, it's best for an average size wrist, small to average. So if you were a 6.5, 6 3/4, 7, 7 1/4, 7 1/2, you're good to go. And you can just latch it in the back. If you don't want to, you don't have to. And it would just open up a little bit more, but it's still going to, it always grabs on just because it's got that natural shape to it that it's going to keep. So you really don't need to clasp it. And for those of you that say, I don't think that's not right, trust me when I tell you that will be secure on your wrist, even if you don't clasp it. So even if you have a huge wrist, a small wrist, a tiny wrist, doesn't matter. You've got an opportunity to wear this, and it's going to be a really great value. We've got the 4,000, and of course it's a lot of gold, so $49.99. Nobody's surprised by that. And then it does just lock in just like this. You're just going to line it up, push it in, snap close, done. And that's in the back center of the bracelet. So as we take another close-up look at it, it's going to be better than even $49, $39, $29. I'm trying to move some jewelry tonight. I don't know what it's going to take to do that, but we're going to do everything here in our power to make jewelry disappear. It's like a magic act. It's like, yeah, if you went out on a Friday night and go, a magic act, interesting. And is there dinner with it or there drinks with it? Because this is kind of our own version where the shopping is really fine. Come on in, because we just make jewelry disappear. It's all we got to do. And it's all we do is really drop these prices so that everyone can take advantage of what we love. Better than $29, better than even, I don't even love $19.99. If we're going to go all out, let's go all out. Friday night's here, let's party. I'm so excited you're with us. It's a thrill. Wait till you see our top of the hours we have. Wait till you see that gorgeous necklace we're going to bring with all those dazzling designer stones together. We're going to do this right now for only $1,699. It's got almost a half carat in diamonds, and $16.99, of course, gives you $170 off, so it's $15.29 at checkout. And let me know who's got that turquoise for, remember, the turquoise necklace with chain was $6.99 at checkout. That's a pretty good way to go. We have those tanzanite drops as well for you. You name it, we got it. I challenge you. Last night, somebody challenged me. They said, I want to see a large bonita white. 2 minutes later, we bring out a large bonita white. It's like, well, who are we? What's going on? This is not right. We can bring out anything. As long as it's jewelry related, we can bring it out. So that's a really good bonus, is that it's really up to you. Think of the most exotic piece you can dream up, and we're going to have something for you. But take a look at that. $16.99. We've got only one there. Here's a little preview of those tanzanite drop earrings that I've got that are brand new tonight. Looking so fine. Look at this. This is a really good round. That's pretty special, don't you think? And that's a design. What did we see this in the other day? Great design with that. I think it was it daspors or what was it? We had those gorgeous, the same designer kite cuts. You're going to get that option tonight in the tanzanite rounds. There they are. Looking good. Those are the round drop earrings. You've got about really close to about 5.5 carats each on those tanzanites in the museum reserve, and that's going to be with diamonds, and of course a lot of workmanship went into that. Also have a museum level daspor. Speaking of the diaspors, got a museum diaspor for you in an Asher cut. Take a look at this one. This is an awfully pretty stone right there. That's going to be a nice one for somebody to collect. And should I get the fingerprint off of it first? Probably. So it's 1129037. Just going to preview a couple pieces. You let me know if anything catches your eye. Looks much better now. It's the most kiwi greens of all the kiwi greens we've seen. And that's going to be our 1602 with 38 points in pear-shaped yellow diamonds. Love to see that too, because it really does. I mean, when you look at the rich colors there in that stone, I think the yellow diamonds is your best bet. It's your best way to go to really give it some kind of tonal matchy effect. So that's here. Also, look at this new one, a trillion cut. Just let me know if anything floats your boat, you know, if anything at all kind of catches your attention. Well, this one's intended to catch your attention. I swear to you, it looks like there's something going on that is plugged in that stone. We see gorgeous mandarins all the time, so seeing a bright mandarin garnet is not exciting around here. But that stone is on a whole different level, and it's a different type of stone altogether. You see that trillion cut doing what it does, and see how brilliant. It's like truly like you've got yellow flashing lights. Somehow like there's an LED light built in that's flashing the brightest neon yellow ever. Looks like yellow diamonds. That's going to be item number 1129027. So just showing you some options here. These are options tonight. Let me know if anything is something you like. If I don't have jewelry for you, I don't have jewelry for you. But if I do show you something here that you're going, yeah, I kind of like that. Let me make you really like it with the price tag, because that's really the idea. It's all fine and well. There's a lot of jewelry I think all of us love as jewelry people. We love jewelry, but getting something that you really can enjoy at that affordable price, that's what we're living for. So 9027, it's our carat 85 trillion with 38 points in diamonds. And who's scared of gold? Not us. We're not afraid. Look at that. We built in a lot of gold into this one. Great finishing in that undergallery. It's a wider band, as you will see here on my hand, in any gold you'd like, by the way. That could be yellow gold as easily as it is white gold, but that is a statement. This is a dome style as well. I like to point out we don't go, whoop, that's too big. That gets in the way. That's not everyday wearable. It's not practical. So to have a wider style like that that sits a little lower profile, kind of nice, you know? Just means you're going to put it on and love wearing it, because the pieces that sit in the jewelry box, they might as well not be there. And I always advise right now, if there are pieces you're not wearing, get your money for them. Sell them. There's a myriad of places you can sell your jewelry at that are out there that are paying top dollar, because guess what? If you bought it more than 10 years ago, you're making huge amounts of money just based on today's gold pricing. So it's a really highly advised idea if you've got pieces. And I know I'm in the business of selling jewelry. This is just a tip from me to you, because I've been helping people do that. I've got, you know, friends and family members who have jewelry from the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s. That's a long time ago. And they're not wearing it. So let's sell it. Let's sell it and make money for the new jewelry, or whatever you want to do, because that's what kind of investment jewelry always is. So if there are pieces that are, you know, not your thing anymore, and you're going, I'm really lusting after that mandarin garnet at TVON, well, there's old jewelry sitting in your box collecting dust that really should be on their way to give new life, right? And that's the kind of thing, because what you paid for a long time ago for jewelry, very different than what things are doing right now because of the power of the gold market and everything else. So it just means you've got investments that are investing, right? That's the whole idea. They're worth a lot more now than they ever have been. So take advantage of it. Just a tip from me to you. But here we go with a really special tourmaline, because these pieces await you. And that one is something, I just want to show these pieces. You tell me what you like. Again, if I can sell it, send something out, that's what we're going to do. That's a beautiful tourmaline. It's got a little something across the top, and if that's not something I can scrub off, then I'm going to have to scrap it. And that looks like, let's see, yeah, I'm going to scrap that one. So we're going to melt that down. It's going straight to melt. And then we do have a beautiful bracelet here. This is a really, to go with our diamond tennis bracelet, to go with maybe our pendant later. Look at that. That's awfully nice. That's about as high end as it gets. Someone broke into the museum, and it was me. Oh, I do it every day. Here we go with the emerald and diamond piece. It's 112-7241. Just let me know if anything appeals to you. I can give you a price straight away, off air. We can get you a little extra. Whatever you need to do. You guys are here as a select group tonight, so we would love to just help you out when there is something that you see that you love. So let me make it easy for you. But that is our major bracelet here. It's a 345 total weight in your emeralds. They're all Colombian Muso Mine, 18 karat solid two-tone gold. You've got 461 in diamonds, with those infinity figure eights as your links in between. And who knows what we're going to do tonight, but I'll tell you, that's a major piece. We had it for $79,999. I'll show it to you on the wrist, because it's not exactly a small little bauble. It's got a big heavyweight presence to it. That's what it looks like on. I don't know if you can wear it with a tracksuit, unless, of course, your tracksuit has sequins and is made in Italy. So here we go. That you can then. Take a look at that. So this is really whatever occasion, but let me tell you, when you put that on, the occasion is special. And the day may not be, but the occasion is, because that is a fabulous high-end bracelet, and it won't be $79,999 tonight. So that's going to be a really important piece. $80,000, we can take that away. So huge value there. Let me know what else you like. How about this? This is that multicolored style I'm going to bring you brand new. We're going to do this shortly here at the top of the hour, which is only 19 minutes away. So we do have that gorgeous multicolored design. There are diamonds, rubies, sapphire, emerald, and there's even a pink sapphire. So you've got all of that together with this chain that is designer, that is new, that is now, that is fresh, that is kind of what we're seeing right now in gold going forward. I also have a tanzanite pendant. If any of this appeals to you, you pick up the phone. You dial in, let me help you with that price tag. Take a look at this one. This is that tanzanite emerald cut, but in the design that really takes it up a notch with that fancy tapered design. So that's really lovely as well. And don't forget, we're going to see a gorgeous diamond, a light yellow diamond pendant coming up as well. So something to add to your collection, especially if you got the any of our yellow diamond bands of late, which hundreds of you have. We would love to have a nice match and a pendant for you. So that'll be coming up too. And then our imperial topaz wheel. So that tanzanite is going to be 11. What is that one? That's going to be 11. I lost my bag. No, here it is. It's 112-30-9034, and that's our 697 emerald cut. So 7 karat emerald cut, flashing the reds. Give me a call. We can do that for some real inexpensive pricing. But I do want to show you, this is the bracelet we're going to have as well. This is I can pretty much say the name, and I think you know what to expect. It's a diamond tennis bracelet. However, we go big and we go bold, and we've got you 5 carats plus in diamonds that even if you come up close and personal like I just did, you're not going to see an inclusion in those diamonds. Look what they're doing. So it's kind of a great day to be shopping when you've got discounts the way they are. And keep in mind, you got one of the more important pieces here of our collection. So if there was ever a time to take advantage of the last few days here of 10% off, because we've got a couple hours left of that, okay? So I know a lot of you are going to be sad when it's gone, and it's one of those things that we always want we can't have. Oh, how many times do I hear that from shoppers, right? Oh, I decided I really want that. Well, it's already gone to somebody else. So that's where, again, we really tend to think about those things that we know, the pieces that got away. This is a classic you're going to wear every single day, and I'm really proud to say that it's our largest we have. It's a 5 carat 20. This is still VS diamonds, even though we use such massive stones here. If we sell one thing tonight, I know it's the most commonplace. I know you could walk in any jewelry store. I am not showing you something you've never seen before. There are probably some of you out there watching right now that already own a tennis bracelet. The bigger question is, though, is it the size you want? Is it the quality you want? Are you proud to wear that bracelet every single day? Because that is what we do with tennis bracelets. They tend to be worn all the time. So the question is, do you have a quality you love? Do they look a little yellowy brown? Was it the price tag that maybe someone could afford way back when, and now you're ready to graduate to that top, better quality? If so, we have got the bracelet for you. Take a look at it. It is our 5 carat 20. It's 111-1605. So going back a ways in the pricing here, and that's not going to be the $24,999 that it it should. We're taking it a lot lower than that. And let me also show this to you on the wrist. We've had a lot of great bracelets already, from the emeralds to the diamond ID style to now the tennis bracelet, which is our big one there. Big one there. You got a big bracelet, bold as can be. Look at that, end to end, nothing but diamonds. Look at that. They're huge. I am not a petite person. I do not have a tiny wrist. And look at how stunning and large those diamonds are. They're huge, and they're set in a basket, which you're going to choose. Do you want white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold? We're going to offer you the gold color of your dreams. You're choosing whatever you want there, but look how close we are to those diamonds. I'll tell you right now, this is something, a miracle, a bit of a miracle in price tag here. It's supposed to be $24,999. I'm going to go backwards. We're looking at the most gold we're going to see in any piece tonight. Any piece. Bigger than any men's ring, bigger than any necklace I can bring you, because each basket is supporting such a large individual diamond. This is a lot of gold. 7 inches in length, side to side. That's a lot of gold. It's a support system that costs you thousands and thousands and thousands. And I know, I grew up in the jewelry world too, where we didn't have to think about gold. Even when I started in this business, we didn't think about gold. We didn't talk about it. We didn't have to think about it. And now, when little bands that are little tiny bands that are hollowed out and tiny and thin and all that, they're $7,000 and $8,000. It really puts in perspective when we're looking at a bracelet that has this size. What should that be? How affordable can we really make it when it's just starting with that amount of gold? Well, now we're giving you the big chunky diamonds as well, and it's going to be under $15,000. I'm showing it because we got one. And I'm willing to take every single one of those diamonds that have been matched to perfection. I am willing to take every single one out and put them immediately in yellow gold or rose gold, if that's your preference. We tend to really enjoy the white gold because it shows off how good the diamonds are. But if you want it in rose, if you want it in yellow, be our guest. We can do that for you, and no charge for that. That's a customization we're not going to ask for a penny for. But it's not even going to be $14,999. It's not going to be $10,000. These are huge diamonds. We can't just go on carat weight. I know everybody likes to go, let me just calculate diamond prices at $1,000 a carat. That's great if you're buying commercial grade diamonds that cut other diamonds. If you are in the diamond cutting world and that's what you do for a living and sit at a bench and cut diamonds, precision style, you need to buy diamonds to cut those diamonds, and they're $1,000 a carat. So we do not see $1,000 a carat on top quality, huge, round, brilliant, full cuts that are Tolkowski rounds that are massive in size. That we don't see. And yet, we're going to give you the value of a lifetime. One caller, one caller tonight. There's a reason this is on 46 minutes into the show as opposed to hour 2 or hour 3. And that reason is because I don't want people fighting over it. I really don't like when people miss out on things. It is not a pleasure. It really is a pleasure to get you the things you love. We're going to go under 10,000, not 99, 89, 79, 69. We are basically right now at a gold price alone from a manufacturer. We are a manufacturer, by the way. Welcome. Hi. I know it's just we try to glam it up a little bit. We're not showing you the bench jewelry as much as I want to, though. I want to go documentary style with a camera into our jewelry department, which is only about 35 feet from where I stand. And I'd love to show you where the magic happens, where the jewelry is made. And we will do that at some point because it's right here on the premises, and it's a big reason why you see the values you do. And it's a big reason why these values are considered entirely too low compared to what everybody else is doing. But we are not plating a metal. I heard someone say on TV today, this is gold. It was a plated sterling silver band, and they were calling it gold. And I thought, now that is really, 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 that's a no-no. That is tricky. It's not really gold if it's plated. This is gold, solid, and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of gold. And yet you've got the diamonds, which are worth even more. And we're not going to be at $59.99, and this is the price tag to take advantage of, and think about how much you're going to wear it, hopefully every single day. Is it the petite diamond bracelet? No. We've done a 2 carat. We've actually done a 183, a 169. We've done a 2 carat. It was a 283. We've done a 3 carat, 369. I mean, we've done a number of bracelets over the last years. This is the big one. There have only been 2 bracelets ever in our history that were larger carat weight than this one is, and they were in the $35,000 range, and guess what? They're gone. So this is your chance to pick it up. It's not even $5,500, and if you ever want one of the prime examples to take 10% off, this is it, because this is going to save you a bundle. And a long way away from 55, 54, 53, we're basically, guys, I will do the commercial grade diamond price. We'll pretend they're commercial grade diamonds, and we'll do $5,299. We will save you $530 off that, And you will spend, really seriously, guys, when you think about where this is at, for $520 and they're 5 millimeters. I don't know how many are here off the top of my head. I can count them up for you and see how big each and every one is. But that is going to be a grand total price of $47.69. $47.69 on the bracelet for all of that incredible diamond weight and 520, and yes, solid gold underneath it in any gold you want. $4,769, one only. Let's see who's got it. That won't be back in the show if it sells right now. And it's already, we got 2 people on the phone lines already verifying on it. So I don't think it's going to stick around, because that's what happens when we see the big, big diamond pieces. And you know, the best thing you're going to do besides put on the bracelet every single day is go out into a jewelry store one day and walk right in and look at what a gold and diamond tennis bracelet goes for. Seriously, if you're comparing apples to apples, we're talking $25,000 or $30,000 per carat, times that by 520. Oh, Teresita, thank you. I will share that with her. Yes, her birthday is tomorrow. My mom's birthday is tomorrow. So I will be here celebrating with you guys, of course. Yeah, thank you, Teresita. I will wish her happy birthday from you. That's very sweet. And thank you. I'm so glad you got your ring and love it. I'm very glad to hear that. That's wonderful. All right, who's got the bracelet? Let's find out. I don't have extra time. I have all the time in the world. What does she need to see? Smallest pair of Sphene earrings. Well, that's pretty easy. I don't think I have any. So yeah, I don't think I have any Sphene earrings. No Sphene earrings, unfortunately. I don't think so, unless something new is made up that I haven't seen yet, because the weekend I haven't looked at yet. So maybe there's some Sphene earrings. We can double check. There's always that possibility that there's a new pair made up. Who has got this bracelet at $47.69? Jason, is it you? No response. That probably means no. Probably. I'm just going to take a wild guess and say I'm willing to bet my life that he doesn't have this bracelet. So $47.69, but somebody else might. So here we go. Last chance. Do we have Sphene earrings? No way, really? Oh, okay, good. All right, let's show them. Well, they're big, but they're beautiful, and they are looking good. Now, I assume when you say Sphene, you mean color change Sphene, because it's what we bring in the last few years is what we've had. Those are the Sphene earrings. Good news there. Okay, so Sphene earrings we have, and anybody else on the bracelet? Nope. All right, we'll show that later. We will get that at home. If you think something's going to stick around today, let me tell you, something might, but it's not going to be that bracelet, because you don't see bracelets like this ever offered for that price, and that's a fact. And I know that you'd be challenged to find, and this is a good time to remind everybody that we're not doing lab grown, because everyone else is. We always do like to be a little different than everybody else out there. There's plenty of that going on. It's really easy to find basics and really easy to find jewelry that's more routine, and we do anything but. And the quality of those diamonds in the bracelet, even though they're a huge individual size, they're still VS, just like our accent stones. But keep in mind, that's not a 1-point accent stone. They're huge individual diamonds, and that is what should drive the price up to that level here on this show. That's not retail. That's per carat retail, and I've been using that figure for 25 years. So chances are I'm being pretty conservative on that. If you're screaming at your TV going, I was at my fine designer the other day and they were asking $50,000 per carat on VS diamonds, yeah, probably. I just like to err on the side of being conservative, but that's a price tag that when I started in the business 25 years ago, VS diamonds were $25,000 a carat, and that's for small material. That's for Melly stones. This is not a Melly material, and we're gonna sit here until it goes, because I know we're verifying now. So let's see who's got it. It's not gonna be here for long. $47.69 on a bracelet, and this is the day to take your 10% off. Why not? You've got a bigger savings there. It's great to get $100 off and $200 off and $300 off, but saving $530 just for shopping it tonight, and just because tonight's the night you're here and we're bringing it out and we've got the big values on something we don't see. Tennis bracelets are not something I bring all that often, and it's the #1 requested jewelry piece in the world outside of a diamond engagement ring. So to have that here today is really, really special. All right, here are the Sphene earrings by request. Here they go. They are our only pair of Sphene earrings, and they are lovely. They're 18 karat gold. There's 8471. They are very large rounds. Of course, that would have made 2 glorious rings, and instead we went all out and made one pair of stunning earrings. There is a beautiful look to those color change skeins. Of course, that's only part of the story. What you're seeing now, all that beauty actually changes in color. You can go from green to red and red to green, depending on the light source you're in. It's 8471. They are 18 carats solid, and it's going to be a carat and a half of skein with 72 points in tapered baguettes, and they're in the 18 karat white gold, and there is only one pair. So let's get these out the door. I don't know if you're going to love $69.99, but I like an extra price discount, so we'll take it on down from there, and we'll send it on out. If I showed you anything earlier you kind of like, let me know. We can bring it back out for you. But here we go with this skein earring, and that is all tapered baguettes. And there's your centered post. It's going to come with a big, nice, oversized butterfly backing. I do want to show you from a distance away to give you an idea what they're going to look like from afar. Their measurement at 3/8, sure enough. We'll show you that there. They're going to be a little larger this way because I have them angled a bit, but you can see how that's going to look. Let me pop one on the ear for you too, just to see what that's going to be all about. And then we'll see who's got them, because they're not going to be $69.99 any longer, and they are by request. And then of course you can square them off like that or angle them a little bit if you'd like to, but there's a really good look in the way those shine and shimmer. There's nothing quite as brilliant as a skein, and so we're really proud to bring that to you. And they're going for better than even $3,000. They're $29.99 to the very first caller on those earrings. That'll be it. $29.99, $300 extra off as well, and that's going to be it. And they stay in the white gold. Back to the wheel we'll go. So that's what they'll look like from a distance away on, and that is our one and only pair of skein earrings, and brought out as our first request of the night. So thank you on those, but it may be our first, but it will not be our last. There's another request coming your way, and we will show Mary a pendant. It's our crescent moon. It's item number 1110447 coming up next, and that will be this really sweet crescent moon style. This is very elegant. We have all three gold colors available to you as well, Mary, and so that's going to be our crescent moon style. This has got a good length to it, all those different graduated sizes of diamonds, so you get a nice graduation there from the bigger stones up top, and then they taper down. This is a hidden bail, so we'll show you from a lot of different perspectives here. That's what it looks like. Could be reversible style as well if you want to do mirror finish gold. Here's what it looks like from a distance on the hand, and it's 1110447, and take a look at that. That's a special piece, isn't it? And this is beautiful on too, and it's a little bit sexy, it's a little bit daring. It feels very, for being celestial, it always has this extra vibe. I think it really it's about the tapered nature of it, the elongation of it, the fact it's a longer piece at 1.5 inches, but doesn't need to be saved for a special occasion, because if you think 1.5 inches of diamonds, well, let me go get my ball gown out of storage. No, it's not really that kind of level of dressy, even though it's a bigger size. You can really wear it very casually. And I think stacked too. I would love to see a diamonds by the yard up here, and then have this be a little bit lower on the neckline. I think that would be beautiful, wouldn't it? I mean, get a little lower. I mean, my camera only goes so low, but look at how beautiful that is, right? Drape it a little bit longer. Again, white, yellow, or rose gold. It's a reversible style, so you could just easily, I mean, if you turn it around, you could just as easily wear it like that for a different look. Then it almost looks like those horn pieces we see out there. Almost like those really, again, this is always a chic design. It's always very modern. So kudos to Mary, who's got that modern chic edge and vibe. But let's go ahead and blow it out for $499 and take $50 off that price too, because that would be your 10% off. So it'll be $449 at checkout as we take a look at it close up here. So white, yellow, or rose, totally up to you there, and $449. Thanks everybody for your requests. We appreciate that. Keep them coming. If there's anything, and by the way, if you made a request, or rather if you liked somebody else's request, and you're thinking, well, it wasn't my request, so I better hold off, you can absolutely call in. 99% of the time, the requests don't go to the requester. So it doesn't mean you sit back and go, well, I guess I'll never own it. No, you absolutely pick up the phone. This one we have more than one of, so it's not a big deal here. The skeins were only one pair, but definitely something you want to take advantage of, given how limited those are to make. And there is our $449 crescent moon. So that's $449 at checkout. So Mary, I hope that's what you're looking for. It's my only crescent moon I currently have. If you do not like this one, what you do is you email me. I will email you before we have a new one come in, whether that's in a month or a year or 5 years, I don't know, but I can always do that, and then I can always email you when I see our next crescent moon, and I can put it in my notes, and then I can go ahead and alert you to it. But that's really our classic in crescent moons. Okay, let's get to it. Top of the hour is almost here. We're gonna just remind you, this is a beauty, and that is one that's gotta go. It's our museum. Don't forget about our bracelet, still verifying on that tennis bracelet, 5 carats 20 in size. So there are some really fine jewelry pieces here, and guess what? They're still available. If you'd like to get any of them on this Friday night, thank you for being with us. We have our top of the hour shortly. We are going to show you a big yellow diamond coming up. And I mean almost a half carat in a yellow diamond, very affordably priced for our top of the hour. It's about 2 minutes away. We also have that imperial topaz. It is an imperial topaz blowout. I've been selling imperials. I worked with the miner for many, many years. He's since out of the business. He is retired. He has sold off his share of the mine. He is tending to grandkids and great-grandkids and loving life. And he lives in Brazil still, and he's really happy, happy, happy. But I've worked with the mine owner for imperial. A lot of it's the most misunderstood stone in the world. It really is. And we're going to bring you a chance to own it tonight very affordably. Very affordably. Let's just show you the color change daspor real quick before we get to our top of the hour and our fancy pendant. But here we go with item number 112. This would be 9037, and that's our fabulous color change daspor. It is large. It's a 16 karat 02, and it looks great, doesn't it? It's great. It's got the greens. There's blues. There's actual aqua blues coming through, which isn't something that's typical in a daspor. And then it's got bright reds, whereas normally I'm like, hey, do you see it? There's a little bit of pink. No, that's not what we're getting here. It's not a little bit of pink. Jason, what was that? No way. And she just called up out of the blue to tell us that. We need more info, Jason. Are you talking about Leanne T by any chance in Florida? Can you look that up? Different Leanne? Where's Leanne from? I got to know. Michigan? And Leanne's mom's birthday is also tomorrow. Oh, wonderful. Well, Leanne, I don't know mom's name, but if you would wish her a happy birthday from me to her, I hope you all have a great day celebrating, whether you're near or far. I know I'm going to have to just celebrate from afar with my mom, but hopefully one of these days we'll get to celebrate together. But I know I had a whole month of family birthdays, including Peanuts and Mom's and Brian's and all that, and haven't been able to celebrate yet, but we will do it. We will get there. But oh, that's wonderful. Leanne, share your best with her and wishes for many, many more. All right, so it's the top of the hour, and we've got a very, very special 1602 with 38 points in diamonds. Those are yellow diamonds. They're pretty fabulous. So if you just tuned in, you're going, wow, she's bringing out the good stuff tonight. Well, yes, I do. I do. And we've got a Friday night to party, so welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. My name's Lauren. Glad we're shopping together. Thanks, Leanne. And again, Leanne, if you'd like to share your mom's name, I'd love to give her a shout out if she watches too. We could do a little birthday shout out tonight or tomorrow. If you guys happen to be watching tomorrow, we'll do all the birthday shout outs tomorrow. July is a busy birthday month, I have found. At least it is in my circle. I don't know. Maybe that's just the way my circle is. But wow, I have had big celebrations every single day of some of my most near and dear. So really exciting time. So happy birthday, Leanne, to your mom. That's so nice of you to call us and let us know. My mom's is tomorrow as well, so happy birthday early, Mom. She's not watching. She's watching baseball, I'm sure. But she doesn't. I quizzed her the other day, and she did not know the answer to the question on what I said during the show. So, yeah, I don't know. Mom's busy these days. She's a little party animal out there. But here we go. This is our 1602 Diaspora. Welcome in, everybody. If you have any requests tonight, let me know what they are. We're going to see an incredible show tonight of, I'm going to start that top of the hour in just a moment. We just wanted to show this museum Diaspora first. I do have one tanzanite. It's a bridge and a round. We saw the round earrings already. We're going to show you a beautiful round in a bridge mounting. If there is anything, I know I previewed some of our big important items. If anything appeals to you, call me. We will show you the details. I would encourage somebody to take that 520 home, please. It's like Adopt a Jewelry Day. It really is. You know how they have those pet adoptions where, like, you know, you'll get an email from the Rescue Foundation and they'll say, come out to so-and-so strip mall on Main Street and come adopt a pet today. Rescue a pet. Well, this is Rescue a Piece of Jewelry Day because we've got, I mean, the rehoming fees I'm taking care of. I mean, we are giving you every discount we can, and there's no cost of ownership. So that's an extra bonus. You can just call. Somebody told me today that they were getting a pet rock, and I was like, okay, those still exist? I think those, okay, good, all right. And they're like, no cost of ownership. And I'm like, I can attest to that. So jewelry's the same, no cost of ownership. It just gains and gains and gains in value. Very few things in life do, but jewelry does. So welcome into our jewelry party here. It's how we spend every Friday night. It's called Club TVON. You've been, of course, one of the velvet rope invitees, so we're glad you're here. Let's take a look at this Diaspora. Talk about the velvet rope of collectible, fantastic stones. Color changing, phenomenal, and one source. And our 16 karat 02. And 38 points in yellow diamonds. That's going to be right over there and right over there. Look at those pear shapes gleaming there on the sides. Look at what that does. Is that not the most green stone? At one moment, it looks like a Paribas. At another moment, it looks like a champagne diamond. And then all of a sudden, why is it giving red flashes a la blue wing block D tanzanite? It is one of the most mesmerizing stones I have ever witnessed. We have one. We have yellow gold only, and it looks Even better when you see it on the hand, because now I'll get to really move it around and you'll see even more. Now it just went totally purple. It's like a golden pinky purple now. It's fascinating. And it's beautifully faceted. And we're going to blow it out right now for under $7,900. Why is this better than $79.99? Because it's a sale show. Welcome to our last of the Sizzling Summer Savings event. You have got a limited time to take 10% off everything you shop for from our entire inventory, nothing off limits, which is why I want to hear your requests. And here's what I'll do instead of $79, $69, $59. I'm blowing it out. This is the literal best of the diaspors that we have and have had, and it's $4,999. That's the same ring right there, and look what that does. One of the most powerful stones. Beautiful color changing properties. We're going to get to our top of the hour. What do you guys want to see? The diamond pendant or the multicolored stone pendant, which comes with a chain? The pendant does not, the diamond one. We're going to show you that multiple color piece. I'll tell you, this is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun to see this piece here. We're going to do something wild on this designer style. Wait till you see the back, the finishing, everything. Something new for us on a big Friday night, 112-8544. Let me know on that one, and then here we go. Welcome on in. This is so designer, and I just hope it's a longer piece, so we're going to need to zoom way, way back. But look at this gorgeous design with, first of all, that's something we've been loving, is the satin finish of gold. Have seen a number of designs that have had just white diamonds. I know, so boring, right? Just bright, beautiful VS white diamonds. Here's where we're getting into color. Still got the white diamonds there, but we have sapphire, emerald, ruby. That's a pink sapphire in the top right. I'm gonna throw in the chain, which is a still adjustable lobster claw, all that good stuff. We got all the best of the best. This is going to be item number 1128544. Look at that. That is one for the ages here, and we have got something I'm going to have to discount away because I know it's brand new, and that means, oh, should be a lot of money. This should be like $8.2 million in today's gold pricing, but we're going to do a lot better than that. I don't know about you, but I'm going, I don't know how on earth, when I just stand up here and give these discounted prices, just whatever it's going to take to get it gone. And let's get carat weight now. Unfortunately, we broke it down, so this is going to be a lot for Tony to type in. So Tony, get those fingers ready. I hope that you did all your finger typing exercises today, because we got a 21-point Marquise cut Colombian emerald. Okay, that's the big one. And these are all burnished, so keep in mind, as we talk about these gem weights, everything is set down into the gold. It's set flush, so you've got that smoothness. It feels completely smooth. There's no catching on anything. So if you're wearing a finer gauge fabric, a silk, a lace, a knit, a cashmere, you name it. Can you tell I like fashion? You're going to have smoothness. It's not going to catch on anything. It's not going to snag anything. I don't like when jewelry and clothing fight. You know that, so that means jewelry has to be made really, really well. There's a 28-point total in your oval blue and pink sapphire. So the sapphires together, 28 points, 26 points in the round and the baguette ruby, because there are two rubies, so we combine those together as well. And then another 25 points of hot, hot, gorgeous white diamonds. So all of that jam-packed into this gorgeous oval design in an elongated pendant that's got the mirror finishing in the bail, because that's going to match the chain, that we are throwing in a $650, I looked it up today, guys, $649 chain. $649 if you want the chain all by itself. $650 for the chain. And that is because it has got that diamond cut sparkle to it. It is adjustable three ways, 16, 17, 18 inches, and it has a lobster claw clasp. That is premium to the standard spring rings that you see out there. So all of that together should be $8.2 million. Okay, let's go lower. We got to do better. We got to do better. Look at this on the hand here, and then I'll show it up close in all the different ways. It's also finished beautifully as well. Finished on the inside, again, smooth front and back. And we have got, okay, this is the new debut. This is the big wow. It's only yellow gold the way you see it, but it's definitely the wow of the night, because it's unlike, I've been here 9 years, so I can speak on everything we've had for 9 years. It's a lot of shows. It's a lot of jewelry. I've never had anything like this for you, never. And yet there's something about it that's bold, but really kind of cash, goes with everything. I always think about, I designed a signet ring for myself that I wear as a pinky ring every single day, and it has all different stones scattered like this. I should have worn it in today. I never wear it in because I just don't want to lose it. It's very precious. But I'll tell you, I designed a signet ring that's done the same way, and it's got all the birthstones of everyone I care for. all in one. So and they're different shapes to correspond with different carat weights. The different carat weights correspond to the birth month, the day of the month that they were born. So it's kind of cool. It's tourmaline and it's ruby and it's diamonds together. So it's kind of a neat piece because it's very symbolic, and it looks just like this, but in a ring form. This is where, again, you've got sapphires for September, rubies for July, emerald for May, and you've got a really important diamond weight as well. And let's take a look at the length that you're getting, because the pendant itself is quite lengthy. And then get on the phone lines if you'd like one. I might just have to, do something crazy here. I know we've got a few of them and a few only. You see with the bail, it's 1.25 inches top to bottom. This is that adjustability I was telling you about in the $650 chain. That's the chain. Obviously, that's worth a lot more. There's your lobster claw, 3 different O-rings, and then this is the backside. So it's got some great finishing to it as well. And let me show it to you on the neckline as well, because that's important too, to see that size kind of come to life here. And yet we're going to do something wild. The very, very first callers, only a couple to go around. Think about how beautiful that's going to be to wear at any length, 16, 17, 18. That's how those necklaces, that's going to give you all that adjustability to wear any of those spots on the neckline. And we're going to go crazy low. Anybody could wear this. I think it'd be an amazing gift idea to give. It'd be one of those beautiful statement styles that just looks, it is so designer. And like we talked about with the diamond versions of, it's going to be something we see a lot going forward here come fall. When everybody starts to introduce their new lines of jewelry, we're going to see a lot of this burnished style, a lot of satin finishing in the gold, a lot of different cuts put together. I mean, it really, if that doesn't look custom, I don't know what does. And we're blowing it out. Oh boy, this is going to be wild here. I gotta say that $39.99 is going to be a tough one tonight. That's going to be tough. And we really should be getting that price tag. With the chain, with all those different stones, everyone will look identical. And you know what's interesting is when you put good stones into a metal, sometimes you can take even the best stones and really kind of make them too dark and give them a little bit more of an opacity. Not happening here. These stones are so top notch in the emerald and the ruby and the sapphires that even when they're set down into that gold behind it, they still have a glow about them. It's going to be discounted. I have to. I got to get the phones to ring. I got to make sure we're broadcasting. Here's what I'm going to do. We have less than 2 hours remaining in our Friday night, and there is a wild moment about to happen. So this is what I'd like you to do. Get on the phones. Let's go to it. We've only got a couple available, but it will sell out. I can guarantee it because of the fact that I'm going as low as I am. And we're going to take it lower than 3,000. 29, 19. I know we saw the similar diamond versions go for what? $18.88 and $19.99. And they were only diamonds. I'm sorry, color like that costs more than diamonds because they're more unusual. And we've only got the best. Our emeralds are out of Colombia. Our sapphires are out of Ceylon. Our rubies are out of Burma. So this isn't just some like whatever quality. You've got all the best of the best represented in those big 3 stones. And it's not even $1,499. Well, that's why we're getting busy. There's a $650 chain. Right now, if you take $14.99 and subtract what we have in the chain that I'm giving away for free, that means you're only paying $849 for the pendant at this point. And you haven't even taken your 10% off yet. And we're going even lower. Remember, no options here. It's yellow gold only. Yellow gold's the rich one. It's the richness. It's when we see gold prices at their highest ever, we want yellow gold. We're all looking for yellow gold. I'm trying to show you different angles on it so you can really see the way it still glows and has that sheen about it with that satin finishing. That's why I think it looks so unusual, why it's such an eye-catching design. And then you've got all the different sizes and shapes of stones. Let's make it better than 14, better than 13. Better than 12. I know we're busy. We've already got almost, okay, we're almost sold out. No problem. Well, here's what I'm going to do. It's brand new tonight. You'll never see the design again. We are here with it tonight. It is for one moment only, and it's better than $12.99. I know you got 10% off. You got final few hours to take advantage of that. Please do. Take advantage of this sale event. We've got all kinds of beautiful new today, like the Tanzanite we're going to bring out in a little bit. Oh my goodness, we have a huge Tanzanite deal. We've got this one happening now, $12.99, $11.99. Tell you what, we'll make you a deal. Remember, 10% off. So it's only yellow gold, no sizing is needed. Isn't that the great thing? If you don't need a chain, fine. Use the chain, sell it to one of those gold places on the corner that want to buy your gold right now. Give it away as its own individual gift because it is. And you have got better than $11.99 to take advantage of this tonight. It is that beautiful piece that you just can't really replicate anywhere else. Leave it to us to bring you something so unique and spectacular, and I'll blow it out for $11.11. You know why I did that? When you've got your discount at checkout, it's $9.99. That is it. $9.99. That's why you take advantage of it right here, right now before everybody else does, because already we're busy on the lines, and that's no surprise. And we'll have it for you for $9.99.90. That's the way you do it. And so you got it, no problem. So thank you, everybody, so much for your requests so far. We've had a few requests. I would like to keep those going throughout the evening. Let me know what you'd like to see. Here we are, and I will show that 520 bracelet until that gets its happy home. We've got our best imperial topaz blowout ever, and I've truly got one of the most unique stones in the world that you can ever own. We'll have that coming up. We have the big tanzanite. It's a 269. I thought it was more like 4 carats. We'll go with it. It's a big look. This round in the ring, look at that. That goes with the earrings we had earlier. Look at that. Top quality museum reserve, blue wing block D. We've got also the tanzanite emerald cut. The round earrings are here. Let me know on those fiend earrings, because our requester said, yep, those are not for me, so somebody else can have them. So here we go. Last call. Who's got one? Well, we don't know yet, but we'll find out. And it's all finished on the inside. We've got some new shoppers out there. Tell me, Joanne, who's got yours? I would love to, listen, it's going to be a night where we can acknowledge everybody. Let's acknowledge everybody. Marty? He or she? From where? From Arizona. Hi, Marty in Arizona. Is she buying a pendant, chain, necklace combination? Yes. Thank you, Marty in Arizona. Jason, talk to me. Do you also have a necklace going out the door? And who is that shopping with us? Thomas. From where? Where? Really? Thomas is in Hawaii? Oh my goodness. Ooh la la. Take me there. Thomas, do you need it hand delivered? Please? Please? Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh yeah. I'll see you guys remotely. Yeah, can you imagine? I could easily set up, we could do a little live streaming, you know, live FaceTime from the phone. I could sell jewelry on a beach. I could, easily, yes. $9.99. All right, Jess, what about you? Do you have a new shopper over there? No. And who is it? Deborah. And is Deborah getting one too? Yes. From where? So far, we got the desert in the house. We got the tropical islands in the house. And we got the big city. Well, I don't know if she's in the big city, but we got New York in the house as well. Well, thank you so much, everybody. $9.99. Nice to have y'all. What time is it, I wonder, in Hawaii right now? Tony would know this. Tony, do you know? 4 hours difference? They're 4 hours before we are, right? So it's only afternoon or so? I think I'm right. I don't know. Not sure. It's been a while. I haven't been to Hawaii since I was about 10 years old. I think that's the last vacation. Yeah, that was it. It's a family reunion. It was grandparents' 40th wedding anniversary. Went to Hawaii. All right, here we go. Coming up next, $9.99. $9.99. Well. That's what you're paying. If you're going, well, that's not what it says on the screen. That's what you pay. That's why I went down to $11.11. You see there working for you. $4,000, they'll probably stay here. If we get it to $11.11 and you take 10% off, that makes it $9.99 and 90 cents. And Andy, who's got yours? Oh, one more time on the neckline. Sure, after I got it all set up nicely again for you. Here we go on the neckline again. Tony's ready, and I'm not. There we go. That's what it looks like, because he's on Hawaii time. I didn't think this show could be on any earlier, but hey, it is in Hawaii. It's like breakfast time out here for me. This is when I'm just still getting going. My evening just starting. Remember the good old days when I used to just show up at this time? Yeah, and then we did a show. But here we go. That is fabulous, is it not? And do you see that? So Andy, any questions? That's going to be, we measured the pendant at 1.25 inches with the bail. The chain is, of course, adjustable, so you can wear it here, here, or here. I'm approximating because on me it's 16 hits there, 17's right about there, 18's right about there, because all that length is built in. And again, this is not a chain for display. I can't stand that when people show you something and you're going, where's my chain? Oh, well, that doesn't come with it. It does here. If I show you a chain, it comes with it. If I don't, it's solo. But usually most of our pieces include right now a chain. And this one, again, very high end because of, you see that diamond cutting it gives. You see that gorgeous design of that lobster claw. Of course, that's a premium. I mean, it doesn't sound like a big deal because we see it a lot, but that's premium to a spring ring. And then you've got your 3 links so that you're building it in and have that flexibility to wear it wherever you like. So that's going to be down to $11.11, but it's really $9.99. I'll go to the hand here as well because we'll give you kind of all the mid-range shot here, and then we can show it up close again. But that is a spectacular piece. And I did want to show everybody up close the under gallery because that's important to see too, just to see how it's finished. That's what it looks like from the inside. So there's all that finishing we talked about. At the bottom of this hour, we're going to talk Imperial Topaz. But first, I'm going to give this one away. I showed it. We didn't actually put a price tag on it. So now it's time, put a price tag on it. Here we go. This is our Mandarin Garnet. Stunning, trillion, wide band. This feels like ever if there was a superhero in a piece of jewelry, I feel like it would be this one right here. And, right, doesn't it feel like just, yeah, superpowers? It feels like that one could, like, you know, see through walls and fly and rescue women off buildings and I don't know. What else, whatever else superheroes do. I'm not one of those that's like a superhero type person. Like I know those are big franchises in the cinema. I'm not, I couldn't really tell you the difference between a superhero other than Superman because, you know, he's kind of obvious. He wears the big S on the chest, so that I can figure out. But here we are. Feels like this one just in jewelry has superpowers. It's bold. It's very large. It's got a trillion cut carat 85 and it is dynamic because what you're seeing is not a trick of a filter. It's not some kind of special, oh look, Lolo got all fancy and she talked to her Hollywood buds and she put in those special filters and all those special techniques in the lighting and she's got it sparkling like it's not going to sparkle. We don't do that. Do you know this is live so that you're seeing the piece in real life? In real time. There's no like special filter that edits it or, you know, adds sparkle because you do that. When you see pictures online of jewelry, you'll see actual little stars added. You can do that on your own photographs with an app. So it's really one of those that you can't trust what you see much of any place anymore unless you're really seeing it in real life, in real time. And that's what you're seeing here, where that sparkle is from the stone, not from some kind of special effect light source, okay? 185, it's a dynamic trillion. I've seen a lot of beautiful mandarins, but very few that do what this one is giving here, and it's a 185 with 38 points in diamonds. That's gonna be the halo, but that's all set atop and centered up on this really tremendous wide band that is finished on the inside as well, and it looks, okay, good. So Tracy, I was right. Okay, Tracy has confirmed that it is a 4-hour time difference, because I can't always hear Tony from behind his superhero cockpit back there. But this is, yes, Tracy was kind enough to say, I know it's 2:15 out there. So, yep, or was 2:15, now 2:20. So, yep, 4-hour difference, all right. So thank you again to everybody, wherever you're calling from, New York, Arizona, Hawaii. I know Alyssa, you had somebody calling in from where? Where were they calling from? I know they picked up a necklace too, and I didn't get that feedback on where they were from. Were they from where? They were from Texas. Okay, so we're representing all different points of the country here. That's nice. So now we've got the one and only. So unlike the necklace that is almost sold out, we've got the one and only here. So you do want to be quick to the phones because this one I would admire just keeping it in the white gold. If you want to change it up, you can. Here's what it looks like, and of course, there you go. So that's a really good, powerful statement ring. And that will be, you know what, we're just going to blow it out. It's supposed to be $69.99. Yep, that's not going to work tonight. You get the savings, you get the extra values. Yes, Jason? Oh, really? Who's getting that? Thank you, Karen. Where's Karen calling us from? I want to know. We've got the party going on. Who's at the club tonight? Who's checking in? Because, you know, we did have to go down the list to make sure your name's on it and check you off and let you in and give you a wristband and all that kind of stuff. Yes? Delaware. Delaware, that's not one we hear every day. Very nice. All right, so we've got Delaware in the house now, too. Here we go with the 185. Blowout time is here, $69.99. Tony, I'm going to change it up. Switch it up. That's all mirror finished white gold. I do like to show you the profile again, not too oversized, not too high off the hand, really easy to wear, and let's get it a home, shall we? White, yellow, or rose. I would say stick to either the white or the yellow. Those are the two premier options here with the Mandarin. But blowout time is here. We're going to make this $2,999, and look at the finishing on the inside. You know what? Let me give you an extra discount. Friday night is here. Let's go extra freaky freebie Friday. That's going to be what we're going to do all night. Let's make it even better. How about $2,499? Then you're 10% off. That'll make it a lot easier to digest, doesn't it? Extra $500 off from me to you. Extra $250 off when you talk to your operator and say yes. And then it's all yours for $22.50. And here we are about halfway through the show, making sure that everybody is getting what they love. And again, if we can show you something in particular, you know what's going to go before we do. That tennis bracelet, that big daspor, the tanzanite is yet to be seen. Bottom of the hour is only about 6 minutes away. That's when we get to the imperial topaz all out blowout that is coming up on one of the world's most precious rare stones. If you haven't known about it, or if you want to do your own research, imperial topaz from Oro Preto, it's O-U-R-O-P-R-E-T-O, 2 words. Oro Preto. So make sure. Did Mary like that crescent moon, Jess? Do you happen to know, or was that a no-go on the crescent moon? Okay. All right. So again, crescent moons are still available. Our Sphene earrings are still available. Our tennis bracelet is verifying right now. Yes. As I said, tennis bracelet's verifying right now. White, yellow, rose, by the way. And also, I told you the tennis bracelet would go now. I told you, because you don't see tennis bracelets of that size for that price. And here's what we've got. The Mandarin is here at the moment. We're going to give it 30 more seconds, then we're going to move on. I'm thinking we get one more item up here before the imperial topaz blowout, which is so undeniably just special. It really stands out. Every one of them will go. And the good news is I brought distinctively different imperials. What does that mean? Well, some are more pink and some are more yellow and some are more gold and orange. And some are different combinations of all those colors together. So I brought out 5 distinctive different imperials for you to choose from. So it's going to be, if you're going, well, I wonder if they're going to be the lighter color, it's going to be all the colors. All the different colors of imperial at the bottom of the hour, 5 minutes away. So make sure you stay with me for that. And then we still have the Sphene earrings. Those were requested, but those are, again, those were out of her budget, so that's no problem. We've got the Sphene earrings still here. They'll go before we do. The tanzanite drop earrings. They're coming up now. I showed them. We did not fully present them. So here they go. And I just think with the discounts I'm giving, this is the time. There is not a time to wait here, and these are just going to be wonky because of the way they hinge here. So let me get them straightened up for you here. 112-9023 on the one-of-a-kind tanzanite earrings. Wait till you see these on. They are so tremendous. I mean, the color is, look at that. And look at that color coming through right there. There it is, the best of the beautiful Museum Reserve we cannot get enough of. And there they are together. Those are, of course, including those fancy cut diamonds. Yes, you've got the kite cuts. Yeah, as I said, Joanne, what we're going to do is take all those diamonds and put them in yellow gold. Yeah, that's what I was mentioning that earlier about the bracelet. So yes, the tennis bracelet's not in yellow. It's in white. But give us a couple days and we'll do it. So getting that question. Remember the tennis bracelet, the 520? We can change it. We can change the gold color for you. Just give us a couple extra days. Remember what I told you? One only was in the white gold. Y'all saw that. So if you need it changed to rose or yellow, we would have to take a couple of extra days to take every single one of those stones and put them into the yellow gold. So that's the key there. Okay, so this is one pair of earrings, obviously. There's about 11 carats total in your tanzanites. Let's talk about it. It's going to be item number 112-9023. There's a total weight of 1072. They are in 18 karat yellow gold. So we went extra premium on the gold purity. You've got also the diamonds up front. That would be 18 points in diamond. What? Really? Okay. I don't know, those diamonds, does the kite cuts look that size? Whatever. I don't know. But it's guaranteed to be at least 18 points. I'll put it that way. Here we go. $16,999. Maybe another time. Maybe another day. Let me show you what this is going to look like from a distance. I cannot expect to get $17,000 for these earrings. I know they're brand new. I know what they cost. I know the cost on the bag. I see all that. I just know that that's not going to work tonight, so you get the bonus of, hey, it's Friday, it's deep into summer. We're in these are what's truly called the dog days of summer. I don't know about you, but every human I know is on vacation right now. And okay, whether you're watching from vacation now, well, enjoy. If you're going, you're like me and you're going, well, no, it's not, that's not my week. This can be, I'll tell you, vacations are wonderful. 5 days, a week, whatever, it sounds good. But there is something here that is going to be enjoyment, joy for a lifetime. And I would say right now, these are the values, and I say, so you're going to save enough money to take your new tanzanite earrings on vacation. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. So if we can take a $17,000 pair of earrings, it doesn't mean make the choice. It means let's get you savings on the earring, and you have the money left over to go on a really nice, lovely getaway. And we're going to do, looking at top to bottom, I would say 1.25 inches here. I'm going to just show you, this is a lever back style, so it hinges, opens up just like so. Hold on, there we go. There it opens up. It's never been open before until now. And there you see that opening you're going to have. They will get a little bit wider if you want to. So you got all the room to just put those on easily. Pop that post in your ear, snap it closed. And here we are looking at one of our very, very best. Not going to be $17,000. Tony, is that peanut in Italy, I suppose? Otherwise known as Hollywood, where you can travel the world in 10 minutes if you want to. But take a look at this. There they are. That is what they look like on, so you can know what to expect when you see them just dancing in the light like that, showing off all the reds. That great drop. These are your round brilliants up top that lead into that fancy kite cut. The kite cut then itself is going to lead in to the tanzanite round, which is oh so spectacular. They're in the yellow gold. They stay that way. I think that's fresh because we haven't seen a lot of our tanzanites historically in yellow gold, but you're getting them here tonight. They have that perfect setting. I love that they're not showing the ear piercing itself, but they're also staying completely level up front, so you're seeing the front of your diamonds and your stones. Let's go back to the wheel and take a look here at what it's all about, where it's not even going to be $69.99. This is one pair. You do not want to delay. Getting on the phone lines here because we have, I would say probably one of the pieces and one of the categories that goes the fastest from our collection are our tanzanite drops. And that is because of the need. The value, but the need. It's the need to get them. It's the need to go with something that you already have, maybe in rings or pendants. It's that build a suite, build a set. And yet they're not even $59.99. This is before your extra discount, and isn't that going to stack up to added value that you get right here and right now? And it's not going to be $59. They are $5,499, and then there will be $550 saved. So that price tag, let's just note, is going to be well under $5,000 when all is said and done. And let's see here. Joanne, did you end up getting the bracelet or did Jason get the bracelet? Let's find out. Okay, just checking. All right. So there's our round earrings, the drops, the incredible, mighty fine drop earrings, and under $5,000 to get that pair of earrings. And staying in the yellow gold, beautifully done. If you have a round, they don't need to be rounds. If you have a ring right now and it's an emerald cut and you love that thing, well, this can be a match as well. The coordination of the color and the saturation, the quality is, I think, what we're all going for. And that's what you have right here and now. Is that right, Tony? Really? Okay, that's kind of cool. All right, so here we go. Imperial Topaz time. It's topaz time. We're going to show it to you now. So we've got the topaz on the way. They're the Imperials I've been telling you about. So they're coming up. We're looking forward to those. And then let's see, any other questions before we go? All right, so $54.99. You know it's going to be under $5,000. You got $550 saved. So you're going to be spending, you get it. You got a basically like $4,949. Okay, so let's get to our Imperials. Like I said, there's actually going to be 5 of them to choose from because I wanted you to have all different design options. I wanted you to have all different color options because this is, first of all, one of the most, I think it's the most misunderstood stone in the world because not a lot of people know about it. That's kind of the key here. There's just not a lot of knowledge of what this stone is all about. I'm going to show you, we're going to build a wheel here. And I think it's one of, this is a personal opinion, of course, and who cares? My personal opinion means absolutely nothing to you. But I will say, when you get finer quality of Imperials, I'm not one for being a huge fan of the yellow because I think that you could buy a citrine. Well, I know you could buy a citrine for less. And a lot of the more basic colors of Imperial, they look like citrines. Does anything up here so far look like a citrine to you? Why would that be? Because what I'm showing you so far, and I've got 2 more to add, 5 in total, Look at that. So far, I think everybody who didn't know about Imperial would probably say those look like fantastic Paribas sapphires. And they do. And look at this. If you want to go straight up all pink, you can go there. Still an Imperial. And then if you want to go a little more golden, maybe you are one for the more traditional, but not yellow, because usually they're yellow. Let's go a little more rich gold and honey color with that one. Still has an element of pink to it. And boy, I thought I had enough room there. We don't. These are big, beautiful rings. So let me zoom back just a touch more for you. And obviously we can bring them all to the forefront, but I want to show you your options, because the beauty of this is all 5 are going to be the same incredible low price. So it really makes it easy for one and all. Now I do want to explain, because obviously if it's a misunderstood, well, it's up to people like myself who should educate the world as to what this stone is, because it is one of the most highly valued stones by those who know about it. And I'm talking about the world at large, because you don't need to know about something for it to be high value. But it tends to be that the stones, like, again, we talk about a lot of gems here that are very exotic, considered, you know, some of the more exotics in the world. I mean, last night alone, I've shown you, in the last couple of days, I've shown you 9.5 carat star pink sapphires. I've shown you bonito whites. I've shown you chameleon diamonds. I've shown you purple diamonds. I mean, the list goes on, and there really is no end to the rarity we deliver. But at this same token, there's a lot of stones that we love and that we enjoy as collectors that are still not always readily available to us. Even if money is no object, which it rarely is, but even if you have all the financial ability in the world, there's not a lot of access. And there's a big difference between affordability accessible and accessible, like just the physical option to own a piece of jewelry. That's where this stone falls, is that you can search the world's best jewelry stores, and I mean really big names. I mean, best is kind of a relative term, but the big names that are known to, we think about the best. Well, they don't have imperial topaz. Not many places have this. The last time there was really a well-known documented case of having imperial topaz was actually in an auction house when it was Ellen Barkin's earrings that were auctioned off many, many years ago. And that was kind of the launching point for a lot of people to understand about what these were, because before that, not a lot of people had known about them. So with that said, this is a one-source stone. So let's talk about one-source tanzanite. Well, there's a lot of that relative to this stone. There's still one source. This is out of Ouro Preto, Brazil. You see the name of the mine over there, Ouro Preto. And it's also the mais fino. Now that's a special stipulation that actually reflects to that rarer percentage. The top percentage of stone colors is known as mais fino. So that is literally translates in Portuguese to the best as the most fine. Obviously that is incorrect grammar, but most fine, that's why they call it mais fino. So when you talk about Brazil, you talk about the Portuguese language, so you talk about Brazilian mine owners and Brazilian miners who actually use that term for those select few. Usually the big sticking point is if there's any pink at all, that's mais fino. That's the best. And that is what's such a rarity. All of these 5 stones, they all have that element of pink, some more than others, because again, I wanted to give you those options. But we're not messing around with just regular imperial, although that's rare. We are only showing you that finer level. So that's really important. Take a look at this. We've got a last call on all 5 of these. They're all set to go here tonight. It is that big blowout we're loving. It is that huge opportunity that we need. It is that major opportunity where also, you know, we only have one of each. And I've got some gold color change options, but not all of them. So let me tell you right now where those stand. This one, the pear shape in the back right, that's got to stay in the yellow. And this design over here, the back side here with the pink and the white, because those are pink and white diamonds, that's going to be rose and white gold. That also stays as is. So those 2 in the back are going to be staying in their gold color you see them in. Everything, well, this one too. That's yellow and white diamonds around your, that for some reason, I was expecting to love the pink and the white the most. Honestly, I think that that yellow and white diamond combination is really a good look too. So that one's going to stay as is as well. The rose gold, good news there, you don't need to keep that way. That one's the rose gold. You can go white or yellow on that one, and same here with this wider band. You can also go yellow or rose there, but this is the time to pick them on up. Here's what we need, and I don't have any callers, probably because you know Imperial, and you say, well, I've seen them here, and they're not cheap. Well, they're not. They're really important exotic stones, so no, they do not go for small amounts of money. That's for sure. But what I will do is take it to, again, this is all-time blowout. This is one of the toughest stones in the world to sell. It's one of the most toughest to describe because, again, nobody's really familiar with it. And then when you get people that are familiar with it, it takes a very pretty penny to get any acquired in your own collection. We're going to change the way you shopped ever for Imperial Topaz. I promise you that. I was talking to the miner. This was about 2 weeks ago. I was catching up with the miners. We do every 6 months or so on the phone. He's now retired. He is the mine owner of former because they've really sold off all their share of the mine. There was basically, the mine was split into two. There were two different individual families. This is the same gentleman, by the way, that has run most of the Paribas mining of the world, both in Brazil, Mozambique, and Nigeria, all the sources, same guy. So he's kind of got nothing else to do. He retired more forcibly, you know, like forced retirement, because there was really nothing left. His whole forte was Paribas and Imperial Topaz. Well, there's virtually nothing left in either of those two stones. So he's essentially been kind of forced into early retirement, but he said he's very happy because obviously it's the right time where he's got a lot of grandchildren and great-grandchildren now, so he can enjoy time with them and enjoy those beautiful beaches in Brazil. So, and travel the world on vacations. So it's really nice, and I'm glad that he's enjoying, but obviously not much left. He was actually, he was not involved in the mine in the last couple of years because there's nothing else producing. So it's basically like dumping money into something that doesn't give you any output or yield. So it's really virtually mined out. There still is an existence of a mine, just topography wise, but nothing actually yielding out of the ground. So keep that in mind as we look at this beautiful stone that, again, no other place in the world has produced such a thing. It is also natural, where you're used to saying, yeah, but didn't I see somebody on the dial selling a blue topaz the other day for $200? Sure, I'm sure there is. That's a different story. There may share the same name, but this is a very highly exotic form of the topaz family. And while there's a lot of very inexpensive, commonplace topaz, like the blues, like the pinks, there's yellow topaz or yellow quartz as well. Those are all really commonplace. This is a whole different stone, which is why it's so misunderstood, is because it tends to be lumped in that family. So it's that natural, all untreated variety. It always is. So all those colors are how they came out of the ground, and I'm waiting for you, because let me show you what's on these bags. I am literally going to show you the bags right now. Each one. You take a look. Which one do you like? There's that one in the back left. That's $49.99. Here's the one that's that more floral design. It's $59.99. Here's the pear shape. The pear shape in the yellow gold. It's also $49.99. The one you see in the center there with the yellow diamonds and the white diamonds together, there's that photograph. That was also $59.99. And then we have that wider band front left, the most pink of them all. That's $59. So you see they're $5,000 or $6,000 pieces. That is where they should, that's regular old everyday TVON pricing that's going to beat anybody's price out there who's got Imperial. That's the bigger challenge. We're going to take them lower tonight. This is why it's the top of the hour, bottom of the hour special, right here at this midpoint of the broadcast. Need you on the lines. Do not delay, because I know what you're thinking, because I'm here all the time with you. So you're thinking, well, okay, so she brings them down to the lowest common denominator, takes 10% off. It's still $4,500. That's too much. Too rich for me. I got you covered. I am here to move jewelry. This is the sale event. I only get afforded a few sales a year where I can stand up here and give it whatever price it's going to take to move the jewelry. That is my job. It's not about getting profit margin. It's not about selling for what the bag says. It's about moving the jewelry from us to you. So as long as I'm doing that, I'm doing my job. Completely irrelevant to profit margin or relevant to cost. So I can tell you this, they're all set with a lot of gorgeous gold and diamonds. We can't forget that. But this price will be so under cost, and it's all I can do. It's the best price I've ever given. I've worked with the mine owner. Remember me back there in the day slinging the rocks with tweezers, loose stones. Every single Tuesday and Thursday and Friday nights, I was moving loose gems for the first 10, 12 years of my career. I sold more loose gems than I sold jewelry. And I worked with the miners side by side. That was a long time ago. That was 2004 to 2010. Guess what? That's when I worked with that miner. Guess what? The prices on the stones were more then than they are on this wheel tonight. That's why, and those were loose. These are ready to wear. They are set up with gold and diamonds and lavish mountings that are worth a ton, as well as the center stones. So this is not a time to wait, because this is my lowest. And here are your carat weights, by the way. This is the 124, 53 points in diamonds. Here behind it with the pink and the white gold, that's going to be a 160, 37 points in pink, 72 in white. In the middle, you've got the 145. It's 25 points in yellow and 77 in the white. Over here in the floral design, it's like a ruffle. It's a carat 07 round, 84 points in diamonds. And behind that, the 137 pear shape with 74 points in diamonds. And we've got callers. Let me know which one you like. They will not be 49. This is wherever I end up, by the way, free 10% off. You got to understand, I'm giving the price that is the ultimate low. What goes on the air? The 10% off is just an extra gift. It's an extra gift from us to you. It's a make sure that they are the most undeniable best value you've ever seen in jewelry, in Oro Preto. And let me tell you, it's also the November birthstone, but it's like the original. They kind of replaced that with citrine because nobody could find Imperial. So if you have a November birthday, it's a great way to get your birthstone. It's not going to be 49, 39, 29. They're not even 3,000 bucks. And this is already under our cost. You got to understand, we worked directly with the miner when he was back doing it, way back when we started this show. And yet these are better than cost on the loose gems themselves. Do not wait. I know you have a favorite of the 5. Make sure you're in on the phone lines to get them. Every single one will sell. There's not a shadow of a doubt in my mind that they will all sell. And that's because they're not 29. I will keep going. And thank you. One's already gone. We'll find out which one they've got. It's not 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. This is, which one do you like, Jason, already? You thinking about one? Back left. You like that with the pink and the white diamonds? Me too. That's going to be item number 1125437. Again, that's the carat 60. And by the way, that is the largest of the batch. That's the largest center stone with the pink diamonds. There's also almost 40 points in pink diamonds there. And then you've got the extra 72. That's going to be over a carat in pink and white diamonds. And no, they're not going to stick around. And nobody's, listen, we got 2 people on the lines already. They will not last. We're not leaving them at 25. I am giving away jewelry. I am passionate about that. I do it a lot, but this is another level of jewelry giveaways here. This is not normal TVON fare. I know we're all about the values every single day we do this. It is better than jewelry giveaways you've ever seen here before. This is our big semi-annual clearance, and it's either send them out to you or melt them down. And let me tell you, I do not want our jewelers. They got better things to do, like make you new jewelry, than melting jewelry like this down. We're gonna get it at home right now. Every single piece must go. And they're not even $2,499. That's half of what our lowest price. I showed you the bags. There was the photograph and the prices. This is better than 24. I will keep on going, and wherever I stop and wherever I end up, this is one of those classic situations where they're all gonna be sold out before I even get to the lowest price, because that's how just really low they are. I mean, there's no two ways about it. That's how affordable these are. And they're not going to be 24 or 23 or 22 or 21. Dialing quickly, because this is before 10%. We are begging you to take them with the most tantalizing price reduction ever all time. And it's not going to be $2,099 either. You have got to call in, because if you want to turn around the day you get it and go sell it, fine. You make a huge boatload of money. That's fine too. Listen, you're not the only one. Most of our shoppers here, and I respect those of you that shop for your own personal collections, let me tell you a trick. Most of the people that shop here at this network are wholesalers in my business. You know how many trade shows I go to? True story. How many trade shows do I walk in? And I always know it, because it's where the person at the booth gets a little sheepish and they start to turn away and they see me and they go, I'm gonna go take a break and go get some coffee, because they know I walk up to their booth and it's all TVON jewelry. It's all TVON jewelry sitting there, and they are asking the wholesalers of the world 5, 6 times what they paid. It's okay. Listen, I'm just here to move it. It's your prerogative what you do with it. It is up to you. But it's not even $2,000 for any of these rings, and we are very busy on the phone lines. Here's what we'll do. Better than $2,000. Make them $19.99. You got yours? Thank you. Back left is gone. Thank you so much. Again, 1125437. We've got 4 left. Yes, which one do you like, Joanne? Tell me, and we'll help you. I'm going to move this one to the back. Look at that. I just think that perfect peaked orange together. Look how that's looking. That's a good one. Let's move this one up front. I got to move this one to the back. We'll put this. You got it. That's my favorite too. That one's sold. That's item number 1122350. Remember, $17.99. at checkout. And then we've got the true, this is the rarest of them all color-wise. That's the pure pink right there with all the burnished diamonds, the wide band of gold. There's a lot of pave in that ruffle style. Here's the pear shape, staying in the yellow gold. And again, the other two you can switch. The pear shape stays in the yellow. That's gonna have the most orangey golden pink to it. The others are really decidedly more pink, and they're $17.99 a piece. We'll give them 60 seconds and we gotta go. And it looks like we may have some to melt, which will not be the first time we've melted jewelry in this event, and that's okay. But I'll tell you, if you want to see them again or want to see them at home, that's the option. You don't get to call in a week and say, you know, I've really thought about that Imperial. I've decided I'm going to get it. And then you find out it doesn't exist any longer. That's why you got to take advantage of these values while they're here, while they're happening at one last time. Everything's getting one last chance on the air. So 35 seconds to go. Which one of the three do you want? We've got the carat 37 pear shape with the 74 points in diamonds right there. My wider band is the pinkest of them all. That's the 124 with 53 points. And this is the ruffle ring. It's like the ruffle floral. It's beautifully done. It's a carat 07. It's a round, which is what makes that rare, and 84 points in the diamonds. All right, we are done with Imperials. We will melt those down. You left the two heaviest ones, which is good. So I guess if you're going to melt them, might as well melt the really, really heavy rings with a lot of gold weight to them, and they are front and we're left and right there. So we've got a big diamond deal coming up at the top of the hour. That's going to be coming up at the 7 o'clock hour. It's about 12 minutes now away. So we've got just a little bit more time to wait. Here's my big tanzanite round. Look at that. That's coming up. Now that'll be a different price tag. That one's like $8,500, but we're going to do something different to dramatically reduce that one for you. Some golden pearl. Also here, the rarest and rarest and rarest of the pearls. It's here, South Sea golden pearl. I'm going to show it to you. Coming up next. It's like the golden, it's like if somehow the mollusk could make a gigantic sphere of solid gold. That's what these golden pearls look like. And I'm going to show you one right now. Here it is, the golden pearl. Oh, and just as classic as it gets. It's another stone that's really hard to understand because in the world of pearls, there's just so much basics out there, so many basics where it's like all man-made. And it's always that, it's the man-made, the alabaster, the faux, the dyed, there's so much that's really like, I saw pearls the other day, they were 50 bucks. And I'm going, okay, and it's a plated metal and it's a few seed pearls, and that's fine. There are different levels, like anything in this life, right? Cars, homes, clothes, doesn't matter. There's always different levels available to everybody. So when you see pearls, I just want to make sure we all understand what this is. This is the natural variety of a golden South Sea pearl. Only certain mollusks can make a golden pearl because we don't dip it. We don't dye it. We don't spray paint it. Psst, that'd be really, can you imagine? If that were the case, I put my initials in graffiti on it, we call it art, right? But that's not what we do. These are from the mollusk. So we pry open that mollusk, and oh my goodness, there's a pearl. I spent my childhood at a pier where we would do that. Tony, do you want me to, should I just hang out over here? I would like, you could go pay money, and there's all piers, I'm sure they do this on the East Coast as well, West Coast as well, where you pay all this money and they give you a little oyster and you pry it open and you get to hope there's a pearl inside. And if there was, it was like a little 3mm seed pearl and you're going, oh yeah, and you put it in a little bottle or they can set it for you on the spot in some wire jewelry. That's pretty cool. But again, that's how they come out. Now this is a different animal. Quite literally, because you have an organic stone, meaning it comes from a living thing. So a living thing made this, it created it. It's really cool to see. And you've got this amazing golden color that you have, which is so, I mean, look at it. First of all, it's not a champagne-y color. It's not a light yellow. It's got this really intense golden glow to it. And it's item number, well, let's give you one, 9033. So you know that we're going to put it up for grabs. And here we go on this one, looking fabulous with the, it's an 11mm pearl with 76 points in diamonds. So there's a lot of the good stuff going on here in 14 karat solid gold, which you're going to choose your gold color. I would just stick with the yellow. You're not going to see a lot of the gold because the diamonds are set in it. So it's really about the diamonds. But there's gold underneath it, which is gold forever. Gold forever, never turning color on you, never tarnishing, none of those things. No, 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 that's for platings. And again, if I see one more person say a plated piece of jewelry is gold, that is just wrong. It's sterling silver with gold over it. And that is a little bit of gold that costs about $22. Back in the day, it used to cost about 5 cents. So again, the gold market has changed. But we love to see, this is solid gold. Solid gold, very important. You see all the way through, look at the back, that's how it's set. You can see there that inside is even finished underneath that pearl. I have one of the most spectacularly rare, even compared to the Tahitian black pearls, the pink pearls, this is the highest end. Certainly the white pearls, they're the most common, so they should be the most affordable. But here we are with a golden South Sea pearl, and yet this one is going to be, oh, you know what? I'm not sure I'm enthused about $4,999. That might be fine. That'd be like a really good day at that big designer retailer. But I've got a different idea. And this one, I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to go zero to start with $100 increments only. Let's see if that gets everyone excited. Nothing. No reserve. $100 increments, just so we're not here till, you know, September 8th. And here we go. $49.99, skip it. Let's go zero to start, $100 increments, and we will give the pearl away. It's what, and with the, listen, it's summertime, it's Friday night. You're probably not going to have 100 people in competition with you. Now, last night I had a zero to, was it last night or Wednesday? Either way, it was a zero to start auction. It took about 10 minutes to get the open. And then we sold it for cheap. So again, that's where you've got value here waiting for you. No open on this one. All right, we'll skip it. Golden pearl, fine. We can. It's my only one of the night. I know we're getting excited about the light yellow diamond pendant, because big diamonds are not easy to get, and we've got a big one here in a pendant coming up. So that's happening. That's going to be our top of the hour. Also have that tanzanite coming up in our final hour of tonight, which we are verifying. So it looks like we may have $100. We'll go going once. $100. Do we have it? You got it. All right, $100. Thank you very much. $100. Power bids are welcome. Come on in. If you think you're going to go to the TVON website in a month and find that piece for $100, no, you're not. And by the way, you'll take 10% off. Do you have 200? Oh, good. $200. $300. $400. 500 we've got. Thank you. We have 3 bidders going back and forth here. Love it. We got 500. 600. You got it. $600. Back there at 6. And remember, we got a long way to go on this one, so keep on bidding. We want to hear 15, 2, 25, and 3. Come on in, everybody. This is a no reserve. What do you have to lose? You might end up with a $5,000 TVON golden pearl with 76 points in VS diamonds. That's over 3. This is not a diamond accent. Those are not chips. Those are full cut, round, brilliant, amazing diamonds. And by the way, they're big, because you don't get, oh, we have stopped at 600. Well, okay, guys, gold bands are $7,800 for a gold band that's 2 millimeters. That's behind this. You can't even see it right now, but there's a $7,800 gold band in the back. And then you've got diamonds, 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 a big pearl, 11 millimeters in diameter. That is how we judge pearls. If you're wondering what the carat weight is, we have 700, 800 now, 7 and 8. We had 7 and 8 right there, back 800. You've got the 8, so we're looking for 9. So again, this is what's cool about this piece, is that there is a pearl. We don't judge it by carat weight, we do diameters. And it's a perfectly round. What you want in pearls is you want it to be round. You don't want it to be potato shaped or oblong or oval. We have $900 now, we're looking for $1,000. Take a look at this ring, any gold you want, by the way. It can be white gold. I still want you to have the ideal gold color. We have 900 now. 900, and where are we going? $1,000 we do have. Thank you. Remember, you've got a 10% off discount, and we do have 1,000 right here. So this is the key, guys. We've got a 10% off discount. We've got, do we have 11? 1,100 over here. We got 11. 11. So right now, that'd be $110 off. So it'd be still, you would be saving a bundle here. So we've got $1,100, and that's where we have seemed to stop. Top of the hour is about 4 minutes, so we will get to that diamond pendant. But we are at $1,100. Okay. So let's just go over the obvious here. We're going to try it on. Here you go. Let's try this on. This is going to go real quick, then we'll give you a final call. Look at that. That is something special there. That's not a small piece. This is your diameter is going to be the 11 millimeter. That's huge. It's as if I had a 5-carat white diamond here, which I don't. But that is the size of that pearl. This is covered in, well, it's a halo, but it's sitting at the base because obviously it's a completely round stone. This isn't cabochon. It's not flat on the back. It's completely round. So you have diamonds down the shoulders, diamonds at the base there. we have a spectacular piece of jewelry here, and it's white, yellow, or rose, where I'm going to show you where the gold, the only way you're going to see the gold is by turning it basically inside out like this, but all of it's happening right now. So if they just wait, I know there's a big delay to the broadcast, so you're going to see all that. They're saying, can I have a side profile? There it is. That's what the side profile looks like. That's what the inside looks like. We'll go through it again because I know this is an important piece. And that golden pearl, it's even a little bit richer. It's like on par with an 18 karat gold because it's such a rich color. You can see it there even in contrast with the 14 karat gold it's in, how it's a little richer, golden, deeper color. Apparently, we're going to be on this for the last few minutes of this hour. It certainly looks that way. But we do have, it looks like we've slowed down a bit, and we've got everybody in right now, but certainly can get you in if you'd like to be in our last 2 minutes because that's when we sell it. We are looking at your choice of gold. If you are somebody who is just dedicated to white gold, we'll do it. Even if you want to go rose gold, I would not recommend it at all with this pearl. The designers know best. Yellow gold is your best option. If you're not sure where to go, stay with it in the yellow gold. You're going to be very happy. But again, you saw it on. You don't really see the gold. The gold is there, but you don't see it because what's obvious to you is the beauty and the sheen of that golden pearl, the diamonds that set all the way around it and beyond, the beautiful way it's set, the fact it is a flawless. Did you see a dimple in that pearl? Did you see a divot or a dimple or any kind of scratching or any characteristics at all on the surface of that pearl? Now think about where it was made. It was made inside of the golden lipped oyster at the bottom of the ocean. Think of what that went through. And usually, just like people, we're slightly imperfect. Nothing's perfect in living things or the types of things that living beings produce. That's why I like to point out this isn't just mind where we leave it to the cutter to make it perfect. This doesn't get the benefit of cutting and polishing and all those extras. It came out of a mollusk looking like that. So that's why pearls have this exotic nature that even other gemstones don't have. Something special about them. We're a few minutes away. Now, if I'm going to be on time with our top of the hour, I got to wrap this thing up. I could talk for days about golden pearls because they are just rare. And I know that not everybody sees them every day. You don't walk into a jewelry store and say, take me to your golden pearl section. They're going to go, there is no such thing. Because that's how rare they are. And you have to really walk into one of those high-end couture designer retailers that does nothing but pearls to even have access to a golden pearl. And by the way, their prices are ridiculous. I saw their pearl strand the other day. I was at the store the other day. I hadn't been in one, I admit. I had not been in a Mikimoto in decades because I don't get down to South Coast Plaza that often. It's like 3-4 hours to get there, and it's only 60 miles away. So I don't go there anymore. I just don't. I do too much driving every day to take a day off and go down there. But true story, I went into the store the other day because I had to be there. And so I was there, and I did not realize even their white pearl strand, the basic 5mm strand, white pearls, $32,500 right now. For a white pearl strand, the kind that I sell for $69, yeah, $32,500. Their golden pearls that were 10 and 11 millimeters were $45,000 and $50,000, and they were solitaires, no diamonds in them. That's the kind of level golden pearls are on. And I get it, not everybody understands them. We bring rare, we bring exotic. Take a look, let's give it 2 minutes final. 2 minutes to move it, 2 minutes to get in, 2 minutes to place that bid. Let me know, because that is the piece. If you've ever wanted to explore the world of pearls and not go faux, fake, coated, dyed, all those weird treatments that happen, that's not what this is. So you should, if you're going, I saw a more affordable one, but then it was fake. It was dyed or coated or plastic. This is not that. This is that rare of the rare South Sea golden pearl. We have 90 seconds remaining in this incredible auction. And I'll tell you, this is if it were September, I could be standing here on a Friday night if it was cold outside, if it turned to fall, if it was late September and leaves were starting to fall and you're inside the house because it's 10 o'clock Eastern and you're inside enjoying a hot cup of tea before your night ends. And if we were in like September, October, viewership-wise, we'd probably be at $5,000 right now. $49.99 would sell it. Instead, here we are, the dog days of summer. It's July 25th. You're getting the value of a lifetime because of timing. My friends, it's about luck and timing. So much of life is luck and timing. It is. It is. It's luck and timing. And you are in the right place at the right time tonight to see this ring at a price tag like this. Because I got lesser viewers on July 25th on a Friday night. than I do in September, October, November, and beyond. It's on the hand again just to show you one more time because we have a few people asking for it. We're looking for $1,200. It would be 10% off, yes, even though it's an auction. By the way, I'm getting a lot of questions about that safety pin ring. That safety pin ring is coming up. It's debuting on Sunday morning with me. We have some designer hoop earrings that are coming up, the ones you've been asking for that match the bangle and the ring with the burnished three-stone style that most of you own. The earrings are finally here. I know it took us like 8 months to make them, but they're here. And so we will have those debuting tomorrow. We have the safety pin ring on Sunday. We have our last call now, and we can't even get everyone through on the phone lines because I don't have a lot of operators, because just like there aren't a lot of viewers, there aren't a lot of operators here either. So we have got 11. Do we have $1,200? And you will, wherever you win it at, 10% off. That's the beauty of it. There could be an extra $110 saved. There could be another $120 saved, just depending on what your winning bid looks like. And we're getting to a yellow diamond pendant next that is going to wow the world. But right now, do we have 12? Yes or no? Sold. Congratulations. It's top of the hour time. And I'm going to completely, there's something, it's amazing I've been able to save this 2 hours just to show you, because this is the one value that I'm probably more excited about tonight than anything else I have. It's right here for our last 58 minutes of Friday. Oh my, hold on, I gotta make sure we're focused, because when you zoom in and out all night long or for 2 hours, there we go, that's focused. And we're gonna try it on and do all the things that I always do for you. But here's 112-8992 on a designer pendant. I'm so proud of this one being here. This is really what it's all about. Welcome to Friday night, everybody. Glad you're with us. This is a big night because we've got our last couple of days here, really hours, of saving you all this money. Love saving you money. I really, it's become just a thing. Tell you what, best jewelry in the world's right here. Turn on your TV, put us on your phone. I've had people tell me they're out on a date night and they're watching under the table on their phone because they don't want to miss TVON. And you know what? Those are my kind of shoppers, because we as shoppers know and understand that sometimes you miss out on those really important values. And this is a live show where you can only buy these items during this airtime. That's it. And you don't get another chance. You cannot go to our online app. We don't have one. You can't go to our website. We do have one of those, but it never updates and the prices are higher. That's really meant for the people who don't know about the show, okay? The show is your VIP connection in. Better values, savings event, and one-of-a-kind items that we don't get to repeat that are here, okay? So this is really, really important. And we have a diamond pendant here that is very limited, because I had to match every single one of these pear shapes meticulously for color and clarity, and they're VS and they're light yellows. They're stunning. We had a ring the other day. It was a few weeks back now. It was a pear-shaped band. I know a lot of you probably are wearing it right now. We had a pear-shaped band where the pear shapes went side to side across the finger. There was 1 carat total weight. They were the match to this. We've been waiting to bring this out, although this is an even bigger stone in the center, because it's our 40-point yellow diamond pair, and then it's got white diamonds at the base. It's a pendant where you will provide your favorite chain, because we're gonna offer this in any gold. So let's take a look at it. It's item number 112-8992. I'm going to scoot it over a little bit. The fact is, I got to really hold it, because then you can see right into that stone. It is our 40-point minimum. And are they calling it an oval? Is it an oval? I guess so. Gosh, looks like a pear shape, doesn't it? Okay, I see what they did now. Boy, it really deceived me there. There's a little point. Do you see between the two prongs there? There's a little point. That's actually the gold and not the diamond. So I was seeing a pear shape. It's actually an oval. So it's an oval stone. And the color is meant to match those bands. So if you have any of our yellow diamond bands, rings, you're going to have a match. We have the 7-point of the white diamonds beneath it. So yeah, 47 points overall. You will choose your gold color. Let me say it again. White gold, yellow gold, rose gold. I really wanted to open it up to exactly what you want in gold color. Didn't want to limit you here. And if there was ever something to get on a club TV on Friday night, it's something like this. Especially when you see the top of the hour. Hey, it's our final hour of this Friday. It is our finale. It is our big time, and we're back in the morning. We're back in a few short hours with more jewelry, and I'm back with you Sunday morning, and we just keep the party going all weekend. But this is the value that is worthy, and you know why it's on a Friday and not a Wednesday and not a Thursday and definitely not a Saturday and a Sunday, is because it is so limited that we have to take our lowest viewership night, because it's just a fact. Some people go out on Friday nights. I used to. We were off on Friday nights for a little bit of time. Yeah, and I got to see what it's like to be out on a Friday night. And I got to tell you, a lot of people are out on Friday nights. So this is where we tend to put our more exclusive, limited. It's why a lot of TVON shoppers say, yeah, I can go out on Saturday night and Sunday night and any other night, thank you very much. I'm not missing a Friday night special. And that's what this is. This is limited, limited, limited. And we've got the oval stone, and look at that, from all angles. I don't care how you look at it, we are so up close, and yet there is not a flaw to be found. It is just pristine and stunning. And it is gonna be affordable. And I love the beaded texture, because when I first saw it, because we're real up close, when you see it from a distance away like so, and again, I wanted this to be everyday wearable. I didn't want it to be oversized. I wanted it to be that style you can put on every single day, enjoy and love, maybe even gift. I know it's only July 25th, so doesn't that mean we're also 5 months? So is that right? July, August, September, October, no. 5 months from today would be Christmas? Okay, well, maybe we can get you a little holiday treat here. Let me show you. Gifting, yes. Be an amazing gift to give. Take a look at that. There is your 1/2 inch top to bottom, perfect size for a pendant. And that beadwork up top ends up looking like diamonds. So the diamonds that are the base of the pear shape, that's your bail. You're gonna put your favorite chain right through it, but that's what keeps that almost halo of diamonds look there. Yes, go ahead. Really? How nice. Wonderful. Nice to have you. Welcome to Salvador in California. Southern, northern, central, nearby? Do you know? Oh, really? Well, he's close to me. See, I don't live nearby to where we broadcast. That's close to me. Andy, I live all the way out there. Act like I live in the boondocks. I live in the heart of Hollywood. But compared to where we're standing now, it is kind of, yeah, way out there. Oh, wonderful. Well, Salvador, hi. We're neighbors. Almost. We're not that far away. 20 minutes without traffic, 4.5 hours away. All right, let's show it to you on the neckline, because I think everyone's excited to see that too. Now, if only it was on a chain and not tweezers. Oh, it'd be so much better, wouldn't it? Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Look how perfect this is. White diamonds. I love that beadwork up top. We have nobody on the lines. Probably because you're saying, yeah, thank you very much, $19.99 price. Oh, we're going lower. And you could wear it anywhere you want, just depending on the chain you want to wear it on. But this is, talk about gift central. This is a gifting moment. And those of you that shop with me know, if I'm talking about the G word, we're talking about gifting at TVON, huh? Did I end up on a different channel? No, we're talking gifting here. Finest jewelry in the world, but giftable in nature. Back to the close-up we're gonna go, because look at that stone, giftable. And to say, I'm gonna give yellow diamonds this year, and maybe you're on a bit of more of a tight budget, aren't we all these days? And yet you're gonna give this holiday season a yellow diamond in a light 1/2 carat. And by the way, that's why we got the deal on them in the first place. I really do need to hold this, I'm sorry. I thought for a minute it would balance so I could come talk to you, but hey, we'll leave it here. I have got something that is giftable, and I'll tell you why we got them at a great deal. I'm just going to tell you. I'm going to tell you our secret. I've got a few of these only because they weren't exactly a 1/2 carat. Do you know there's a big designer that's going to be working with this, well, a wholesale dealer we got them from, who is going to put together their holiday collection where they need 50-point yellow diamond ovals for earrings. I did a little research because I happen to know the CEO of the company, so I asked them what they're going to charge for those 50 points in, remember, 1 carat total weight oval diamond studs they're putting together for the big holiday season campaign. Do you know they're going to charge $29,750? And by the way, it's just in a setting of gold. It's 2 of those diamonds. Now, why did we get a couple? Because these are the ones that were just slightly under that. So they're light 1/2 carats, which means they were either 40 up to 49 points per diamond. So the retailer couldn't take them because they're guaranteeing their shoppers 1 carat total weight in a stud. So they're putting the earrings together. They're going to charge all that money, nearly 30 grand. We are going, that means like $15,000 a stone. We decided to take that design, add more gold, add white diamonds, and certainly not charge $13,000, $14,000, or $15,000 like the designer would clearly be doing. We are giving you a better value. Oh, what a surprise. I know, but we are. We are giving you a better value. And it's not going to be $19.99. Yes, wherever I end up on the air, you will take 10% off. Let's not forget that, but we are going to make this a better value. And let me tell you, if you want to guarantee yourself getting 1, 2, or 10 of them, oh, never mind, you can't get 10. But what we can do is get you on the lines early so you are getting one before everybody else gets them, because that's going to be the problem I see ahead. That's why, again, it's here on Friday and not in a few hours in the morning on Saturday, because I don't have enough to go around for a Saturday morning audience. But I might have enough to go around for our Friday finale. And it's not going to be 19. $1,499, better, but still not what I think is going to light up these lines on a Friday night. So we're going to do even better than 14, better than 13, better than 12, better than 11, better than $10.99. I know you know where we're going here. Or do you? Because I could make it $999 right here and now, give you the value of a lifetime in a yellow, in an oval, which obviously we know this. If I've taught you anything, I've taught you that ovals look bigger and face up larger than what it is. So that's a good way to go, because nobody's going to shy away from a big diamond. And we're going to do better than $9.99, because I don't see anybody on the phone lines yet. And that's probably because of the delay. And any moment, the lines are going to flood with phone calls. And guess what? Nobody's going to pay $9.99. And you're probably thinking, yeah, because it's $8.99 at checkout. No, it is not. We're going lower than that. And I'm going to need you ready to go. This is not going to be one that is long for this world. Again, that quantity is so limited. I cannot get any more, because we have what we have. Remember, we can't go back to that wholesaler, that dealer, that designer and say, can you get us even 5 more? Can you get us? And I didn't want to make earrings. I thought about making earrings because, well, that's what the designer's going to do. And we could kind of get you the designer earrings before the designer even has them in the holiday season. But I thought, you know what? Let's just get as many people the opportunity with the one stone and a pendant, and not even ask for $888. No, my friends, it will not be that price. We're going to tell you why this is so important. And yes, diamonds are valuable, but there's nothing like the colors right now. The fact that the Argyle mine is closed, the fact that these stones came from there a couple years back. We haven't been able to get anything because that mine is done, closed, like for good. So we're not seeing any more of that material. This is not $888. It's not $799, and it's not $699 either. And I think that if that hasn't convinced you yet, well, we're all in for a surprise. And those of you that are on the phone line saying, I'm going to take one for myself, this is why you get 2 or 3 or 4. We're not putting a limit, except if you're a jeweler and you want 2,000 of them. I can't do that. I don't have that many to go around. Oh, I wish. In my I have dreams at night. I rarely sleep, but I get about 2 to 3 hours a night. And when I sleep, which is when I say night, it's usually in the morning. I usually sleep about from usually 3 to 6 or 4 to 7, somewhere in that range. But when I dream, which is very rarely, because you need to be in that REM sleep, right? But I will tell you, I have dreams about selling quantities like 2,000, 3,000, 10,000, like everyone else gets to do. I don't have that luxury. And even here, where I have more than one, I still don't have that luxury because we don't have that many. So no, I can't supply the jewelry stores of the world, but I can get you one for you and mom, or you and your best friend, or you and your sister. And if you're thinking, my best friend gets a candle, well, maybe you want to get her a yellow diamond. A big old chunky, nearly half-carat yellow diamond in gold with VS white diamonds on, like right there under it. We're busy on the lines because it's $6.99. Because a lot of the smart shoppers know it's 10% off. That's another $70 off. Isn't that $6.29? Look, she can do math. It's not going to be $6.99. This is why I need you on the phone lines getting 1 or 2 or 5, because I know I just realized we are 5 months away. 5 months from right now, we're going to be sitting around a tree, opening presents, having probably, I don't know, beef Wellington on the table. Doesn't that sound good? I'll probably be here with you, but everybody else who celebrates Christmas is going to be around the tree, enjoying some probably eggnog, opening gifts, having dinner, celebrate. Well, guess what? This is not going to be $6.99. I say that because this is the piece you tuck away and open up on Christmas evening with your loved ones. You can buy one for yourself and start wearing it now. By the way, don't tell them yet, operators. I know we're really busy. We don't have a lot of operators tonight, so dial in early, please. But if you want to get the most rock star holiday gift, anniversary gift, retirement gift, birthday gift, hey, it's just a Friday and I want to treat somebody special, I love doing that. The gifts I love to give are the unexpected ones. No occasion, just give a gift. Because you saw something, you thought of someone, you wanted to treat them special. That, to me, Those are sometimes the best gifts, the unexpected out of the blues. Here's your chance to give a beautiful premium yellow diamond and not have to pay $6.99. We have very limited to go around. We already have somebody taking 4. I just heard someone taking 4. Great idea. All the daughters, all the granddaughters. That's a piece anybody could wear. I don't think you need to be like a certain age. You know, you might need a certain age to drive a car and be a certain age to be an adult and be a certain age to drink a beer, but you don't need to be a certain age to wear that piece of jewelry. You really don't. I think that could work for the tweens all the way on up. Anybody who's responsible enough to own fine jewelry should wear that piece. And it's not even $599. Ooh, we're getting real interesting here. Take a look at this. This will not last, my friends. It's not going to last. And if you want to get a couple, you can. Even if you're not sure who you're going to give it to, trust me, there will be a jewelry loving gal on your list that is going to love and adore you forever, getting this piece in their collection. And it's not $5.99. We got $60 off. If you don't get one, you may have to question if you're really a jewelry lover. You may have to honestly look yourself in the mirror tonight and say, do I really love jewelry? Do I really love shopping? Because if you're not getting this piece, even if you're not sure, maybe it's not for you. Maybe it's not your style. If you already have a yellow diamond pendant at home, okay, get it and resell it. Get it and gift it. Get it for the daughters, the sisters, the best friends, the moms, the aunts, whatever, whoever you want to spoil for a special occasion, because it's not even $599. Listen, my mom's got a birthday tomorrow. I know what a good floral arrangement costs. And I know, Mom, she says, don't get me flowers. They cost hundreds of dollars and they last for 2 days. I get that. But you're going to pay more for flowers in a decent array, especially if you want that, oh, you want that vase. Oh, you want those lilies in there too. Oh, you want, oh, no. It's like suddenly it's $500 for flowers. Here's what you do. Get this for $499 for the pendant. You get $50 extra off that price. And I don't know who doesn't get one tonight. The only people who aren't getting one are the people that aren't watching. The people that are not watching, who aren't here, they're not going to ever get the opportunity. But you're here, you're ready, and you're here probably because you said, I'm not going to miss a show because I don't know what that Lola's going to do, but I know this. Every single night she's going to have something amazing, something special, and it's not going to be online later. And it's not going to be something I call Saturday morning, even at 6 a.m. You can call me at 6 a.m. tomorrow. This is not going to be here. It's $449. It's $449. Every time I say it, I'm like, wait, whoops, never mind, back up. My mouth is not used to saying those prices. I work in fine jewelry. I'm not used to saying $449. We're not selling sterling silver or costume jewelry or cut glass or CZs or lab grown. No, LGDs. I'm saying no to the LGDs because I can do it better. I can get you the real deal in the exotic, in the natural for less money. And that's what I'm saying. I'm all for it. Spend less. If you want to buy a lab-grown diamond, do it. But are you getting a lab-grown diamond that's a yellow? Are you getting a 40-pointer? Are you getting it in a precious metal that's never going to lose its beauty or luster or value? No. And that's where, again, that's where I draw the line. If I can get you the real deal in the best of jewelry for less money than it costs for a lab-grown, that's why lab-growns exist. Hey, they're less money than diamonds. Not necessarily. Those are the people that haven't met TVON. And if you haven't met us yet, and we haven't met you, well, it is lovely to meet you. It is lovely to meet you and welcome into the only shopping experience you're going to need in fine jewelry. If it's other jewelry you're looking for, fine. But in fine jewelry, this is the only shopping experience you will ever need. And it's $449 for that pendant. And it's everyday wearable. It's every age. It's wherever you live, whatever your style, whatever your hair color. I mean, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We can all love fine jewelry, especially at this high-end level like this is. This is what we enjoy bringing. This is what we do our best, and we work really hard behind the scenes to make these opportunities possible, because if you think this kind of stuff grows on trees and it's easy to do, it has never been more difficult to make jewelry affordable than it is today. I've been doing it 25 years. It's almost impossible, to be quite honest. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to be in this business, to be honest. I mean, those are facts. Those are just, I'm just being real with you. I'm being as real as I can with you. The fine jewelry world's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. If gold keeps going like everyone says it will, and I mean, what am I going to be up here, you know, in 6 months saying this is $2 billion? No, it's not sustainable. So here's the thing. Here's your chance. And yet we work our you-know-what's off to bring you these values, and we've done it for this night only. So here it is at $449. I know we have phone lines ringing that nobody can answer right now. Bear with us. If you are waiting on hold, or better yet, if you can't actually even get in right now to hold, please stay right there. Please keep calling or keep trying. I've had sometimes our phone lines so backed up of late that we can't even get people through to wait on hold. So if that's the case, please keep trying, and please, please, please get you one of these pendants, because this is the coolest value we've had in yellow diamonds yet. And I've seen bands lately that have been under $1,000. We have had some spectacular, truly spectacular values in diamonds of late, but $449 for this piece is another level. And that's why it's here on this Friday night. So thank you, especially to everybody who is picking up more than one, taking that advice. That is really smart shopping. Way to go there. Thank you so much. I'm really glad you're taking advantage of this value, because I've been doing this a long time, and I can put this up next to values I had when I was a baby in the business, at least, because let me tell you, I've been doing it long enough. I've grown up in this business. I've spent my whole adult life in this business, and I'm going to tell you right now, there is that could be a piece of value you put up next to pieces I had 20 years ago, and 18 years ago, and 22 years ago, and this would be a value then. When I checked, when I started in the business, gold was $300 an ounce. It is today around $3,500 an ounce. Big difference, and it makes a difference when you're shopping gold. It doesn't matter if you're shopping sterling. It doesn't matter if you're shopping plated. It doesn't matter if you're shopping even platinum, which is a far, far lesser value right now than gold. Here's where it matters. And you've got a diamond that is getting into the rare category of diamonds with that yellow, and of course the white diamonds still with it. It's very rare for us to do something without white diamonds, so we still add them in to this incredible value. Take advantage of it. Take full advantage of it. Can't think of a better way to shop on a Friday night than right here and right now. So that'll be $449. Let me know if you'd like one. We got to give it 60 seconds. I'm almost sold out. I told you it would. Even I know it's taken a minute because we have very few operators here tonight. But that will be, hopefully, if you can get in on the phone lines in the next, I would say 30 seconds or so. If I'm guessing here, you should be timing it just right. So we should have that one out to you. I hope we've got one for you. That's really the key here. So last chance, last call. 44 seconds remain. Thank you very, very much. We do have, by the way, a couple pieces from earlier. If you missed any of the earlier parts of the show, I still have a brand new tanzanite to show you, but I do want to point out that best of the best 16 karat daspor is still here. We've got a couple of our imperials, our tanzanite drop earrings. I've still got a wheel I'm going to show you that will discount in rings, and then I do have that tanzanite coming up at the bottom of this hour, which is only a few minutes away. We're going to finish this pendant up because it's almost sold out. Once it's sold out, nothing I can do about it. Doesn't matter. You can offer me $2,000. I had someone do that the other day. They said, listen, I know your price on the air was, what was it? It was a $19.99 piece. It was a $19.99 piece. They missed out. They called me and they said, I want to talk to Lolo. I got on the phone with them and they said, I'll give you $4,000 for the piece, double. They offered double. They said, please just sell me one. I literally, it was lovely, but I couldn't do it. I can't do that. So again, would never do that. That's not ethical. So I just don't, when I don't have them, I don't have them. And when we sell out, most everything's one of a kind. We're lucky to have a few here, but it's not like we can just bring them to you forever and ever. That's really the key. So thank you so much. Glad, I hope you got one. I really do. $449, it's incredible value. Let's show you a quick ring wheel. I've got a bunch of discounts on some rings that include tanzanite. Oh, look at that. This is a slightly lighter shade than we normally see. Stay on the phone lines. What I'm doing is wrapping up a little bit early. They haven't sold out yet, but I'm judging based on how many calls I see on hold. So we've got a few calls still in queue. So I'm banking on the fact that you're getting at least one. So I'm wrapping that up, and stay on the phone lines. Okay, just because we moved on, I'm going to set up this next wheel of 4, and I want you to stay on the phone lines if you want that diamond pendant so you can get one before they are completely sold out, because that will be what's happening here shortly. Now take a look. I've got more. This is actually rubellite and a bypass. We've got our tanzanite. This is a little bit lighter than a blue wing. So it's an outside designer piece, so it's not a blue wing, but it is a gorgeous, still got some flecks of pink there as well. That's our tanzanite with our rubellite. Then follow that up with this beautiful designer savarite. I might actually put that on the other side just because it's got that kind of flared out floral design. Oh, that's really pretty, isn't it? I don't know, it doesn't sit very well. So maybe it's going back over here just because it's going to lean a bit. So I want to make sure this all makes sense. So let's bring that up front, bring this to the back. It's a big towering ring with a savarite. We also have this, oh gosh, they get bigger here. Look at this. We've got more on the way in a larger ring. This is a pretty designer style, and that is actually a rare tourmaline. It's a jaunite. So we got to zoom back. This is not the greatest wheel to have together because there's some really medium-sized rings, some bigger, and I'll make sure that one doesn't block another here for you. So the rubellite's actually getting in the front row. It's no different than when we took school photos with our class where the shorter folks stood in the front row and the taller kids got to go in the back, right? So here we go. That's where we've got Congolese jaunite, bright golden yellow tourmaline. This is Savorite. Then we bring you the really precious rubellite that's in the front. I'm sorry, that's not Savorite, it's green tourmaline rather. It's a green tourmaline that looks like a Savorite, very much so, doesn't it? That's green tourmaline. It's going to get you a little more affordability there. And then it's got the rubellite in the front. That's half satin finished and half mirror finished rubellite, diamonds burnished. There's our Congolese golden tourmaline. That is tanzanite in the back center, and that tanzanite is 77 points cushion cut. It is a matter of which one is your favorite, or better yet, maybe it's just this simple. Maybe you collect them all, because the way I'm pricing them here, we've got 3 minutes till our bottom of the hour. So that means the bottom of the hour is bringing out that big blue wing. So if you want blue wing, just hang in there. If you want, I know I do get some requests and some questions about, do you have anything in that little slightly lighter? I would not say it's a poor quality at all. It's still D block. It's just not from our blue wing reserve collection, okay? So that's the only caveat there with the tansy. And then here's what we'll do for pricing. Quick moment here. End of the show is upon us. We've got about 30 minutes left. Let's take them all the way down from $39.99 and even better, and we'll make them really, really fly. That's what we're here to do. Isn't that the truth? We just move jewelry. We just find a way. And instead of spending $39.29 or $19.99, we got about 2 minutes to get it done. Take a couple if you want to, because those savings are so wonderful. We'll make them $999 a ring. Not even what they're supposed to be tonight, but we're going to make them $999. That way they're $899 at checkout. You take your favorite and tell me if you want to see one on the hand here. If you want to narrow it down for us, we can give you those specs and all those carat weights and talk about the $899 price tag. And then we've got 60 seconds with that wheel. And then what we will do is we will get into that Blue Wing Block D that we have for you. Very special. Blue Wing Block D in a round coming your way. Also have, and I want to say a special welcome, we've had a lot of new shoppers tonight. We've had a lot of new shoppers shop that diamond pendant. We had many new shoppers shopping earlier as well. So welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Let me know if you have any requests for our final half hour. Remember, this is our Friday night, goes right into Saturday morning. We continue the shopping tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific, and that's 1 p.m. Eastern time. So we do have a very quick turnaround between our Friday night and our Saturday for you. So there's going to be plenty of jewelry coming up all weekend long. Both of our weekend shows are in the morning daytime hours, 10 to 1 Pacific. That's 1 to 4 in the afternoon on the East Coast. Okay, so which one do we like? Yeah. One more time for the diamond pendant. Sure, here we go. Diamond pendant's going to go on the neckline once again. Remember, it's a ½ inch, top to bottom. Here it is on the neckline again for you. That is the diamond pendant that we just had for $499 before your discount and $449 after your discount. And I'm wearing it a little higher. Obviously, the length and where it's going to sit on the neckline has everything to do with the length of chain that you put with the pendant. So $499, I guess if I'm allowed to show it again, we still have 1 or 2 left for you. So keep that in mind. And if you don't, or maybe you got one already for yourself and you're thinking, oh, you know what, that would be perfect. That would be a great gift idea for you name it. Fill in the blank. Anybody who wears jewelry, yes. You know, I like the white just because I think the way that the white diamonds encircle it, I think is kind of nice to have the beadwork at the top that replicates the white diamonds. I kind of like the contrast of the white gold with this one, yeah. But yellow would be lovely as well. I'm a yellow gold girl. I love yellow gold. Honestly, wear a lot of yellow gold, probably more than I wear white metals. I wear both, but diamond rings and platinum, but you know, certainly it just depends on the piece. But I think with this one, it's going to be white or yellow. I would stay clear of the rose gold for sure and go with what you wear more of, because I want you to wear this every day, right? That's the one that should be on all the time, that should tie in with other pieces. All right, we'll go back to our wheel of 4, $899 for any one of those rings that you like. I think that would be rather surprising if those stick around, but okay. Can't force you. Can't force you, right? Here we go. And then we can always recap anything from earlier as well. Don't forget the safety pin ring is coming up on Sunday, but also the new designer diamond hoops that is really the go-to with all those designer bangles that you have and the designer ring that you have already. Those are coming up. So the earrings that match the 77-point bangle that's our bestseller ever, and the ring that went with it, the matching earring is finally arriving tomorrow in the show. It's going to have those 3 burnished diamonds in a wider hoop earring, round, not too big. It's going to be good. Stay here tomorrow. We got to see you tomorrow for that big debut. And then the safety pin ring that I'm wearing that is so designer, that is going to be coming up on Sunday. And that's a little wild. You know, that's one of those not for everybody pieces. But, and it's all one piece, by the way, so it's really going to be easy to wear. It's not like you have to do the stacking and fasten the safety pin. No, you do not. You just have one great piece. And by the way, you're going to get to choose your gold color there, whether you want all one color of gold or whether you want to two-tone it with white and rose or white and yellow. You get to decide. So that will be happening on Sunday, but last call on the wheel. All right, sounds like it's Tansy time. We've got our big blue wing coming up. I'm going to wait. We still have a lot of busy lines. We can't get anyone through at the moment, so I'll give this an extra beat here so we can just make sure that everybody who wants anything of those 4, those are all one of a kinds. When they're gone, they're gone. So we'll let you kind of indulge in those really big beauties there, and all gold or rather platinum. We've got gold and platinum. This is gold. You can change the gold color. Here is platinum. The tanzanite's in platinum, so is the green tourmaline, as well as the rubellite in the front. So 3 in platinum and 1 in gold. 1 in gold is that golden tourmaline there. So your choice of, so $8.99 at checkout. Okay, so we are ready. Let's move along, everybody. And tanzanite coming up. We've got a couple pieces to recap. I still have my mandarin garnet, which is in that wide dome style. We've had a couple of really gorgeous bracelets tonight, and also cameos and big crystal opals. There was a turquoise piece here before you arrived. That was a turquoise in a pear shape. It was $7.77. So there are, oh, and this pendant, you know what else was $9.99? I think a lot of you may have joined us a little bit late to see this one. That pendant, those are indicolites and rubellite together. That's $9.99 minus your 10%. So that pendant is also here for $8.99 at checkout. How about that? For that beautiful designer style with all those diamonds as well. Talk about a tour de tourmalines. All right, last call. No go on those wheels. We got a lot of pieces to melt down from that one. All right, we'll do it. Tanzanite coming up next. Let's show it to you right now. This is back to the blue wing. I know no one wants a regular block D when we have spoiled you with blue wing block D. So here we go. The extra special best in the world is right here. Item numbers 11284445. Check that out. Bow. That's the good one there. I only have 1 tanzanite in a ring today, and it's a round because I brought you the round drop earrings earlier tonight, which are still here. So amazing to think that you can still grab those earrings, or better yet, if you just said, I didn't see them. I joined late. I was at the movie. I was out to dinner. I was just sitting in traffic on the way home from work, whatever it is. We will bring those back because those will go. The discounts we've had today are unbelievable. So it's time to shop, which you've seen the show. Here's our 2 carat 69. My first inclination when I saw this was that's a 4.5 carat. So the fact that it's a 269, okay, but it looks bigger. It really does. Then you have the fantastic bridge. It's going to be another 1 carat in diamonds in the bridge. That's just incredible, and it needs polishing. So let me do that real quick before we get in to what we can do for pricing that's going to make this the deal of a lifetime in tanzanite. Here we go with those red flashes coming through, and I'm going to show you the sides because you'll see how the diamonds are going to run all the way underneath the round as well. I love when you see it from the side, you peer through your stone, you end up seeing a lot of the brilliance of the diamonds as well. It is our 1 carat diamond weight. You can have any gold you want. But can we make this a deal? We got 25 minutes to go. 25 minutes. How much jewelry could we give away in 25 minutes? Oh, we can give it all away. Look at that. Even if you've got a request, even if you want to check on something from earlier, it's time to do it now. I love that ring. Isn't that great? It sounds like the ice cream man is driving through the studio. One of our phones has a funky ring. Let's do this. 1 carat toning diamonds, 1 carat exactamundo. Jason, do you have a question for me, or are you just waiting? Waiting? Okay. Let's go. Does it not sound like the ice cream man? I'll take a rocket pop, please. A creamsicle. All right. How about a tanzanite? I'll take a $269 tanzanite with a carat and diamonds on the side. Let's do that. Any gold you want? I love it, but $69.99 I'm not going to get. Look at that. Oh, no, I'm not going to get $7,000. Definitely not. Here's what I'm going to do. We got to do something crazy. Something. I've done a lot of crazy things tonight. Not to mention a 25-year career where it has been nothing but craziness. Here's what I'm going to offer you. Auction. I know we've only done one in the show tonight. I'm going to do another before we say good night. Okay? We are signing off in 23 minutes and 20-some seconds. So here's what I will do. We're going to go below $6,000 and $5,000 and $4,000 and $3,000. Oh, did I say $3,000? We should be starting at $3 because here's why. The mounting alone, yesterday when it was made, cost us over $5,200. I just looked it up. Remember I was silent for a couple seconds? You probably freaked out. Is she okay? Is she okay? Somebody needs to go give that girl CPR because it was quiet for about 3 seconds. I was looking up and researching what this mounting cost us to make yesterday on the 24th of July. Here I stand on the 25th of July with the mounting, with the tanzanite. By the way, when I say make the mounting, that's before the tanzanite set in the middle. So now we're talking about better than $3,000. I mean, why? You got over $5,000 in the mounting, and I'm at $3,000 on the open, but it's Freaky Friday, so let's make it even more interesting here. And we are going to go absolutely crazy and be even better. And it's $10 increments, by the way, and 10% off still when you win. When you win. I need you on the lines because we're going $2,500 to start. On the tanzanite, there's always something special about the round. Yeah. And $10 increments, 25. We're going back from 3. I don't want to do 3,000. I'll sit here staring at it for 3,000. I'm going 25. 25 to open, any gold you want, any size you need. And I need callers. $10 on the increment, 10% off. That'd be $250 right now. If you want to start it now, I don't know where it's going to end, but I know where we're starting. $2,500 to get it going. Any questions, any requests, any recaps needed, we're there. We got 21 minutes. We are there. Anything I can go run to the vault, go get, and bring out, you need to let us know now. Now is the time, because this is when jewelry will go. How can it stay here when these prices are the way these prices are? And we still are going to bring out those 2 amazing opals. I know a lot of you weren't here for the first hour. I get that. Why? I don't know, because it's early. I know. That's it. We're going to show you what was here in the first hour, because pretty much my whole first hour is here, which tells me, because I always I stack the best values in the first hour. So it tells me you weren't here. So we're going to show you what, basically we're going to rerun the first hour, but in hyperspeed. We're going to get this one started first at $2,500. I'm going to try it on the hand here. You know this bridge, I know you do. But we're going to show it here on the hand just in case there's maybe somebody new out there who's never seen the beauty, the creative, the real exceptional lines of this ring. It's still very wearable. It's giving you a full carat in diamonds. There's a heavy dose of diamonds. But the 2 rows, there's 4 rows total here on the sides. 2 rows in the middle run right down the center. They run right down and through. And then you've got this halo still surrounding your center, and 25 to open, and we don't have an open on this one. All right, it might be recap time sooner than I thought. It is up to you, though, to make the call. I can't reach out to you and say, hey, would you like a great deal on the tanzanite tonight? You do have to pick up the phone and dial in, and you got to do it quickly, and we've got 10% off here, everything including the auctions, and that is the one that you need to really feast your eyes on. It'd be $2,250 right now if you were to win it at the open. That would be after your discount. We can do any gold you want. I know, is it still diamond pendants that are going out the door? Because I see every line locked, and it sounds like it's all diamond pendants are still happening. So if we've got one for you, I guess we do. That's good news. So if you want to come on in and pick up another diamond pendant, you certainly may. But here is your last call on this one. 60 seconds left to get it going. We're going to try it. and then we're going to do our recaps. And anything else you need to see, anything, you tell me. What do you want to see? What do you want to get 10% off on? Do you want a preview of those hoop earrings coming up tomorrow? I know you do. Okay, we'll show them. Here's a preview. Can't sell them yet. You got to be with me tomorrow. I'm still trying to finalize and work on, really sharpen the pencil when it comes to this pricing on this hoop, but I think you're going to like it, because you know how I know that? Because most of you already have the match in the bangle and the ring. This is the earring we're debuting tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, the show starts at 10. That's Pacific. This is probably going to be right around the 11 o'clock hour Pacific Coast time. That'd be 2 p.m. Eastern. So that is going to be the hoop that is matching. And I know it looks like I'm holding two of the rings up. It is the hoop that matches that all-time bestseller TVON bangle. It had a matching ring. It's got the same 3 burnished bigger diamonds in a lot of gold. Look at this. They're reversible. We still did the reversible style where you can have mirror finished or diamonds in mirror finishing. So we will have that tomorrow. You've got one chance to pick them up. It's only tomorrow, and I'm still trying to really, really work on that price to make sure that they can be the ultimate value when there is a lot of gold in that earring. So let's do some recaps here. We have that one at 25. If you want us to revisit that auction, we can. Want to get you a closer look at this pendant. That is a lot of going on in tourmalines and platinum and diamonds and everything else. And we've got this one for one caller. I don't know how, but I have a feeling that if you joined us a little bit later in this Friday night, well, 112-8809 is one you may have missed. It started our show. It's 2 indicolites, it's 1 rubelite, pairs and oval respectively, and you have 234 in your tourmalines, 35 points in the diamonds, both scattered, and then pave in that bail. It's kind of a fold-over style as part of the design. And that is here for $999, and it's large. It's 1 1/4 inch top to bottom. Will you let me know, Andy, if we have any of those pendants left, by the way? Because I know we were getting close to it. So I certainly won't talk about it anymore if we have sold out, but it sounds like we're still, for the moment, very good on the pendant. So if you want that 40-point yellow diamond, you got to call in very quickly to get that. And here is that, what will be $8.99 at checkout for you as well. So that's something to consider. And then here we go. I'm just going to recap some pieces. I do have 2 opals. This is going to be the best of the best in 2 varieties of opal. We have a crystal opal in a massive size. And then we also have another large opal. This one's the Lightning Ridge opal in a, well, it's not the same carat weight, because the left side is 429 and the right side is over 10. But there really isn't that big a difference visually to those 2 opals, and you're looking at 2 of the best of their individual types, because they're different varieties of opal. You've got either the Lightning Ridge black opal, which is on the left, that's item number 4798, and you also have the crystal opal, which is our 10 karat 93. Yes, it's almost 11 carats on that crystal opal. And let me know what else you'd like to see before we go, because this is your time. We got 16 minutes to go. So 16 minutes in the broadcast, then we don't see you till 14 hours from now. So we'll resume, but not a lot of these pieces are going to be here, and that's because I'm doing my best to give you some straight up values like you've never seen before. Do you know that either of these rings, which I can tell you right now that the crystal opal started at $59.99, the black opal actually started at $69.99. Those were original prices. This one's in platinum, this one's in gold. They're obviously different sizes, 1093 here, 4 carats 29 here. Diamonds, yes, you get more diamonds actually with the crystal opal than the platinum piece, but here's what we're doing. They're the same price. They're each marked down so well that they are the same exact price tonight, and that price tag, better than even $59.99. How about that? That's the lowest of the 2 as they started. We're going even lower than that right now. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, so we're in last call now, guys. Last call on the pendants. It's last call. That's very important. Take advantage of that while you can. Here we go with a better price than even $59, $49, $39, $29. They've already been up today and fully presented, so that's why you're not waiting. At least I hope you're not waiting, because they will go out the door, and they're not even 25 or 24 or 23 or 22 or 21. These are massive opals, and for their carat weights that are already big, they look even larger. So yes, 2 larger rings. They're from my larger ring gals, but it's under $2,000 for your choice of. It's $1,999, whichever one you prefer. $19.99, by the way, takes $200 extra off, so it's $17.99 instead, and that's why they should go. because you don't see values like that every day. Here's what they look like on side by side. I have got, I think that was a smaller size. Yes, that's a smaller size in the lightning ridge. So let me put that on the pinky here and then stagger them for you so you can see. That's how they look on the hand. So choose which one you like. Obviously, don't worry about the sizing now currently because we're going to size them to whatever you need, but that'll be $17.99, and oh mercy, do not leave those here. Those are really important values, and it's amazing because the lightning ridge opal is such a high-end stone, but it's going to primarily give you blues and greens, a little bit of orange and yellow, but mostly blues and greens. This crystal opal is really where you're seeing almost a lavender base color and then lots of every other color of the rainbow. So if you want every color, you go with the crystal opal, and yet look at that. For as fierce as it looks here, still going to look better at home in person. It really will. You've got tons of the greens, reds, yellows, oranges, blues, purples. It is all there. The rainbow is well represented. Here's your blues and greens with that lightning ridge in platinum, 17. If I can't sell those, I can't sell anything. I mean, that's all there is to it. Those are fine quality. We're back up close here so you can see the fine quality of these opals. Take a look. Lightning ridge versus crystal opal. Let me know which one is your favorite. We will help you out. And those are $17.99 a piece at checkout. So $200 extra off. And guess what? You don't get a look-alike to that. That's not a sample piece. And I'm going to sell you one of 500 that are in a back room. That's the piece you get. Once it is sized for you, that is the piece you receive at home, and it's only going to look better. That's the thing about opals. You ready to be wowed? You will be. You will be completely wowed. I gotta say, I just had a customer email from a gal who bought an imperial topaz from me a long time ago, and she said, and these are her words, she said, it is drop dead gorgeous. No color I can compare it to. She just says it's an eye catcher. And I remember your stone, Myra, because it's the 223. So I remember, that's my favorite number in the world, so I remember your stone very well. And I say that because we had a whole wheel of imperials where I have a couple still left, if you want to consider that. So thank you so much. And then she said, you got to see it in the sunlight because they really glow. That's wonderful to hear. Well, I'm glad you're loving your jewelry. And I think that I'm going to get an email probably from a shopper here over these opals in the next few days saying, oh my gosh, it's better in person and I love it. So I hope that we will hear from you. But $19.99 turns into $17.99, and then I'm going to recap that big mandarin. I had a big actually 185 mandarin garnet in a trillion, and I know there's some of us who are really lovers of the trillion, and we don't see it often. With the mandarin garnet, I've got it coming up in the wider band. So we'll move on from the opals. We'll bring out the trillion mandarin one more time, and this one's got to go as well. That's a 185 statement piece, lots of gold to say the least. A wider band, diamonds around it, so you still got that halo design, but all set on top of this band. Lots of gold weight would be an understatement. I can even change the gold color for you if you'd rather have yellow or rose. And it's also going to be a carat 85 trillion with 38 points in diamonds. So outstanding piece of jewelry here. No question about it. That is an outstanding, outstanding piece of jewelry. And it's comfortable. There may be not a lot of gold width and a gold weight there, but it's still comfortable because of those waves of an undergallery that run all the way through the inside, and then you see how dynamic that stone is. This is all mirror finished gold. I know it picks up a lot of glare here. All mirror finished. You can change it if you want. I would love to see it in the yellow. I think there's certainly a great contrast with the white gold, but yellow gold is rich. And with the way that stone is popping with the bright yellows inside the stone, I would see it look great in yellow gold, don't you think? I think, again, no extra charge for that if you want us to change it out for you. But that's down from $69.99, got it down to $2,499. So we will do a couple more recaps. We've got a last call on the show. Anything we can share with you? Well, we want to hear from you now. We will do that. So take advantage fully. I have an opal that looks a lot like that Australian, but smaller. So I'll show that to you here. We've got a much more affordable way to get an Australian lightning ridge stone here. But again, I'm waiting for somebody to say yes to that one because that is a winner. Here's the other lightning ridge. This has a great pattern as well. This is also in platinum. It's item number 112, $79.51. This will be an outstanding discount. That's going to be our platinum 123 opal. Yes, it's a carat 23 in size, and it'll look bigger, of course. Only those large individual diamonds making up 15 points there, and that one is going to be down to, we'll blow it out. You want a great platinum deal? Please check tomorrow what you're going to pay for a platinum band, a basic 2mm platinum band, because I can guarantee you a platinum band is going to be more than this entire ring. And this is not a band by itself. It's a carat 23 lightning ridge black opal. Look at those greens and blues there. And that very specific pattern. And then you've got those huge diamonds. They're only four. 2 baguettes, 2 rounds. And that is down to $888. Just a quick little gimme giveaway there. That's for the end of the show. We got that big value for you. Let me know if you'd like that. We have a huge merengue if anyone would like to see it. It's in a bridge. We've got a Marilani mint color changing garnet. I have a heart-shaped spessartite that's over 12, well, it's almost 12 carats. We've got opals up to 12 carats in size. So you let me know what you would like to see, or we could get you a color changing diamond. Ever heard of that? A chameleon color changing diamond with a GIA cert. It's our 68 pointer. That's affordable. So let me know. Anything we can help you with, it's go time. Also, remember, the designer diamond hoop earrings are coming up. They're a hoop unlike we've ever brought. It's going to be the completer to the suite of the most popular bangle we've ever made. It was actually the most popular jewelry item we've ever made. So our all-time bestseller was actually a bangle bracelet. That bangle, and let me just make sure you all know, it was the bangle, because I know how many of you own it already or have stacked it. The bangle had 77 points in round brilliant diamonds, 7 stones, 11 pointers, burnished. I actually showed it by a request yesterday. That bangle that so many of you have is going to meet its match tomorrow with the matching earring. We also had the matching ring, which I'm hoping we can show you tomorrow. It'll be more money, but I'm hoping we can show it. The big debut that is going to be on sale is the earring to match tomorrow. So if you are already an owner of the bangle, the ring, or both, we have the earring that to me is the absolute completer to the set. Or if you're just a hoop lover, or you want to get a hoop in a designer style, something that's a little different than what we typically bring, which is smaller diamonds in a hoop, you're going to get that tonight where the diamonds are large and the diamonds are in a lot of gold. This is not a wiry, tinny little hoop. So we're going to have those tomorrow. So it's only 14 hours from now. I'm back with you in the morning. We do our 3 hours Saturday. We have our 3 hours Sunday. That safety pin ring that looks like a stack without having to stack, that's coming up on Sunday. All right, back to the wheel we go. Opal for $888. Why is it here? $799 at checkout. Let me also show you the grandest of them all of the show, which is the color changing daspor in a 16 karat size in an Asher cut. That needs to find its home before we go in exactly 7 minutes. It's item number 1129037, and that is the 1602 Asher cut with the yellow diamonds on the sides. 38 points in pear-shaped yellows. They look spectacular. I mean, look at that. Perfect match to the gold, but also to the colors that come through, which are everything from champagnes to greens to downright reds and purples here, even some goldens and aquas. It looks like there's aquamarine, Paribas, Paribas, and somehow merengue spinel on the stone. And it's true. All those colors that are distinctively different are all happening within this one 16 karat Asher. It's amazing. And it will be very affordable for what it is. I know it's not affordable because it's not an ordinary stone. This is plucked right from the museum collection. It doesn't get any higher end or any better than that stone, but it is our last look at it. It is a huge value. I do want to show it on because it kind of changes color just based on the light. And we know that the light source is going to matter, but I think just the light saturation here. I mean, it's a little lower light where I sit here with the piece on the hand. And when I say sit, I mean stand, but you get the idea. Like the way it's sitting now, it's suddenly giving different colors, more purple, I think, more pink, more purple, and golden. And that's just because this is a little lower light than that, okay? So when you see this 1602, and know that we've got it for, well, $17,999 is where it started. It goes a lot lower here tonight, and it's one for the ages. This is the collectible museum stone of a lifetime. Please get your size because it's going to sit perfectly when you do. It's a little large for me. It's about a size and a half too big, but I'll tell you right now, this is the one to own. And look at how it just anchors it side by side with those big yellow diamonds, almost a 50 carat each on those. And this is going to be down from $7,999. We just took 10 grand off, and now we get to go lower. And there's only one. And the first caller is going to take it. And I'll tell you what, I don't know what your status of collecting is, but this puts you to the very top range of collector status with one ring. That's all you need, one ring. One ring does it. And tonight, it's less than $5,000. It's $49.99 with $500 extra off. Our opals are here, all three of them. Just goes to show you, not an opal night, that's okay. Our crescent moons were here for $4.99. I have 2 left on the yellow diamond pendant, by the way. Our Cameo earlier today, I showed you a Cameo, rare as can be. Look at this Cameo. If you want this Cameo, which is a convertible pendant or pin, so pin, brooch, pendant, whatever you want it to be, that Cameo is $9.99. It's really $8.99 at checkout. So we did bring you that earlier for the first time. Tonight, that's our Cameo Diamonds Mother of Pearl and that gorgeous carving, and it's blue instead of the typical shell colors we see that are more orangey, pinky, red. So you have that fantastic piece. That's going to be $8.99 at checkout, and that's a big size, 1.5 inches. And then, of course, that bail, if you want to wear it as a pin, that bail flips under, and you can wear it just like that as a brooch. So really cool convertible style. And it's got mother of pearl diamonds, 18 karat. Look at that 18 karat yellow gold everywhere. That's $8.99 as well. So another recap. Let's go back to the wheel. Take a look at that daspor. That's got to go $44.99 for that daspor. That's going to be 1129037. And our last call is now. So thanks everybody for joining me tonight. Thank you for being a part of this Friday night. Back in just a few short hours, we've got a Saturday morning that you will not want to miss. Got an incredible lineup for our 3 hours in the morning. We've got the same thing going on Sunday. Some really very big important debuts are happening, as you know. And of course, it's not just about those debuts I previewed, but a lot more to mix in. And Jason, what were you just taking over there? I was just going to say, you know, that I figured you were. That's why I wanted to ask. We had 2 left a moment ago. Let me recap it. We now have 1 left. So Jason just got the second to last. So here we go. I'm going to show you what has been the most popular item of the show, and understandably so. That is the yellow diamond pendant with white diamonds as well, $8.992. This is now down to our final. So if you call me in the morning and I pick up the phone and I say, how can I help you? It's TVON. Well, tell you what, these will not be available because I have a feeling our last one's going to go in this last 2 minutes. This is our $4.99 exceptional value. It's $4.49 at checkout. It's why everybody's taking it. It's $8.992 if you want the item number back up there. But it's going to be a really special way to get a classic style that I did for $499 only. $4.99 is $4.50 at checkout. That's why it's so popular. That's why I'm giving it another recap. It is now down to our last one. Thank everybody who got one earlier, but that's your last call. If you already got one and want to get another, maybe you're thinking, no, I've thought about it. Do I really want to think about it, sleep on it, and then call in the morning and find out it's sold out? Well, that would not be a great idea because I don't have anything else like this. Yellow diamond pendants, yes, but they're usually $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 here on this show. Not a price tag like $449 when it's in gold. So I would say that, yeah, I don't have a comparison to it. I don't have anything else like it. This is go time right now. $449 with 90 seconds left to go of the broadcast, and obviously we're here for a few minutes after we go off the air too, and we're still placing orders. So I don't think that one's going to be around till the morning. It's a long shot. So this is why you pick up the phone now. You could get the very last one. All that offering it earlier, and guess what? We got down to it. We still have just now 1 remaining only. So it's definitely a time to pick it up. There's nothing else like it. This is going to be a 40-point minimum, again, up to a light half carat in the lighter yellow. It is an oval stone, but I know it looks like a pear shape. We've designed that way around it. White diamonds beneath it. Those are still VS diamonds. You're actually getting close to 50 points overall, and we are in last call on the show. If you want the last one, take your 10% off. Try it. You will love it. I can guarantee you that right now. It just does not get any better than that right there. So enjoy it. Thank you so much, everybody. I will see you in a few short hours, so I'm going to watch a little baseball, and then I'll be right back with you. And we will have a party tomorrow for our Saturday morning, including those designer hoops that we love so much. Thank you very, very much for shopping with us. Thank you, and special welcome to all of our new registers. We had a lot of new shoppers tonight. Keep calling if you'd like that last one. Again, don't wait till tomorrow. You might find out it's going to be sold out. There's no way it lasts till tomorrow morning. So I'll see you at 10 a.m. Pacific. That's noon Central and 1 p.m. Eastern. We've got those diamond designer hoops and so much more for your Saturday. So I hope we'll all be back together shopping in the morning. All those big values, and our summer sale will continue. So for now, from all of us at TVON, I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you tomorrow in the morning, 10 a.m.